704 Charlotte Bound Show live on a Monday night show. This is our weekly show where we go live and talk about the latest news with the Carolina Panthers and all the updates. Tonight's show, man, we will be going over our way too early Panthers 53-man roster. We will also be talking about how we stack up against the other teams in the NFC South, since those are the teams that we're going to see the most of. And, what our winning potential looks like, the things we should be worried about, things we should feel great about. But, let me bring the crew up in so we can get into that, man. Up first, as always, it's prowling around in your neighborhoods, man. The military guy, man. I introduced to you, man. Blue shirt Nick is in the building, though.
Why gotta be blue shirt already? I ain't even done that. I ain't done
blue
that.
Shirt shit. You already know that.
Nah, I'm gonna be on some. I'm bringing the statistics and I'm bringing the facts today.
Oh, you're gonna be white shirt Nick today? Okay.
Yeah, I'm bringing the numbers.
All right. Up next, man, first lady of the show, man, as always, coming with the heat. Nothing changes over here. We got Aries Claire in the building.
Nick, you're going to be blue shirt Nick tonight. It's all right.
I'm good.
It's okay.
Hey, look, I got some. I should send y'all what I got. I got some good notes.
No.
You're gonna do some blue shirt shit at some point it's just you, man. We love it. We come to love it. It's gonna be processed blue. How about that, though? At least it's processed blue.
It's gonna be processed blue shirt Nick tonight. It's okay.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to the show, man. Look, we got Mellow the Great already up in there. He says, "Yo, what's up, the Mellow the Great 13?" We got Earl Locklear in the building. What's going on, y'all? What's going on with you, brother? Look, man, Nick, letting you guys know to hit that like button, that share, comment, and subscribe button when you walk up in here. That's the way that you clean your hands before you come up in here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Please tell somebody about the show, man. That's what helps our algorithm out and help us be able to bring you guys better and better shows. You know what I'm saying? And the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man, we've been going strong for almost 3 to 4 years now. I think it's like more closer to 4 years. Always brought y'all quality shows where we just talking about the sports over here. We don't get into all the other stuff. We have a good time. We joke and have fun, but it's about the sports over here, And, sometimes that's just what everybody and the people want, man. Also, shout out to Edge. Edge is not with us tonight, man. He had to work tonight, man. But he's here in spirit with us, you know what I'm saying? He said Blue Shirt Nick is in the building, laughing out loud, man. He ain't put the shirt on yet, but, it's underneath his coat. At some point it's going to pop out.
Just bringing the logic, bro.
Yeah. So, how's everybody... How's everybody doing tonight, man? And how y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Feeling good.
How was everybody's day?
My day was good, man.
It was a good day. Just waiting to get to next topic because I'm sure
today was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Hey, man, so we're just keeping in our new thing, man. Where what we're doing now is we're all bringing topics to the show that we're going to discuss. It's not just me. Everybody that's in the crew will be bringing the topics to the show, and we explore all those topics. A lot of people got a lot of good feedback from that, so we're just gonna keep it that way. Up first today, man, is Nick. You know what I'm saying, and Nick's gonna get into how we fare and what we're about to get into in terms of how we're gonna rank in the NFC South, and with the guys that we have to go up against. But look, I'm gonna let Nick get in here and tell you about what's about to go on, and then we'll just get into it.
All right, yo. So look, let's gonna look at that. This is how I'm gonna break it down. I got a couple topics, and this is just a truly outlook on the other teams. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even gonna look into the Saints. The Saints is looking like a whole dumpster fire right now, and if you don't see that, then I don't know where you've been at. I think
Well,
all
we
of
ain't looking. Well, I mean, I'm searching for
it. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about a couple things, man. I mean, just put things in perspective about where you really think we should rank up against it. I know that we got our guys we have our people who are, as Claire would say, the Lulu.
Oh, I've
And
heard
then
some Delulu shit over the last 24 hours. It's like,
listen, you stop that. Don't even think about what you heard yesterday. I heard don't even think about it. But I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay any attention to it.
what happened yesterday.
It was fans. Oh yeah. They was predicting us to go 17-0.
Who was they?
oh, I
I'm not.
I didn't even tune in. I just saw it in the Discord and went,
Yeah, I saw it in the Discord.
no.
Hey, look. I mean, no disrespect, but Nick was in there participating in this madness.
One more time. Who?
Oh, well, then I'll let Nick, because Nick, if you were in it, then go
Not
for
me.
it.
Not me.
Oh.
Not me. When I say
Man,
Nick,
what the hell, man? Just say who it was.
it was over there. It was over there on Prime Show. And when I say Nick, I mean Tri-State.
Get a lot of dumb shit over there. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, but either way, man, I'm not coming with any
17 and come on, I'm not gonna respond to that shit.
Claire, you see what you started.
I've heard being way out in left field. That's like in the stands, in the parking lot,
Listen.
balls gone. Like it's way out there. Like that's,
Yeah. Hey, look, man, there are delusions on both sides. There's delusions that we're probably going to win 2-3 games this year. There's delusions on both sides, and I don't think anybody's looking at the hardcore facts. And so the first point that I'm going to break to you is that I'm going to look at. I mean, we can take an honest look. Look at the. I mean, this is going to be a discussion after we look at it, after I give the information. But just looking at the Bucks, like they went all out for this year on their the continuity of their firepower, man. So that they went all out, and I think that all of us see that. I mean, they locked Chris Godwin in for a 3-year deal. They kept Levante David. They got Anthony Nelson, Hassan Reddick, Greg Gaines. Added a playmaker in the draft, which was Emeka Abuka. Cornerback CJ Benjamin, Jacob Parrish, wide receiver Tez Johnson. You know what? I didn't even really pay attention that they got Tez Johnson.
They got who?
Tez Johnson.
Yeah, I saw that the last time I looked. I just didn't say nothing. I was sitting there and said, damn, they got Tez Johnson too. But I'm not, I ain't big on Tez Johnson, man. He didn't.
I mean, size wise, you probably wouldn't be. Size wise and speed for his size, he should be a lot faster than what he is. But he got open. So I mean, but either way, they're adding what you call it. So basically, they kept their core on offense. They got freaking Mayfield. They got Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, to be honest, should be ranked as the top quarterback in the division. If you're not ranking him as the top quarterback in the division, you are absolutely delusional. I mean, that's what's good. They strengthened their O-line and their D-line. I mean, and then the verdict is this, man. The Bucks are not rebuilding. They're doubling down on the 2024 formula, and they're adding young talent and staying competitive. Can we say that competitive in the South is a hard thing? I mean, with the level of competition that has been in the South, then it's not hard to stay competitive. But from what they've added this year, I think that they could possibly take a step up. My one thing that I do want to point out for them before I open up the conversation on this talking point is this will be their third offensive coordinator. Can he keep it up? Can he keep up with the same things that our head coach, Liam Cohen, the head coach of the Jaguars, and now I forgot the dude. What's the dude's name now, Claire?
I have no idea.
I don't really care either.
You are asking the wrong person. I have no idea.
All right, so but that was my basic talking point for number one. What do y'all think about what the Bucks have done this offseason?
Clay, you can go first.
I mean, to me, it's not so much that it's not what they've done. It's they're number one in a lot of categories right now, and anything that they did this offseason, if anything, it's helped them double down. I think the only shocker for me was Emeka Egbuka going there, but I could also understand wanting to have a possible, another weapon there, especially with Chris Godwin being, he's coming back, but there's a question mark there, I think, health-wise for them. But I think with that too, though, we also just saw them win the division without him. So if he's back and he's healthy and you add Jalen McMillan and you add Emeka Egbuka and you add, Mike Evans, of course, to this mix, I mean, they're not really filling too many holes. They're kind of just I don't want to say that they're in this realm of kind of having the luxury of being able to just add on what they've got, but that's essentially where they're at right now because the South is one of, if not the worst division in the NFL right now. So, I mean, it's one of the weakest, if not the weakest.
I don't think it's going to be that way this year, bro.
Oh, I mean, speak on it.
I mean, that's just what people write. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, I don't listen to a lot of writers and reporters because they're always fucking wrong. They know about as much as the sport as we do. I mean, anything that they write down on paper or they write down in an article is just their opinion. You know what I'm saying? They're either going to be right or wrong. We're going to be either right or wrong. A lot of people that write about football, basketball, and any sports, doesn't necessarily mean that they played it. So, they don't view it the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just, some people believe they're experts at a sport just because they watched it for a very long time. Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is convinced that he's a mastermind and that he knows better than the players because he's watched football and basketball longer than them. So I think Tampa Bay's downfall is going to be coaching.
I think that's why I brought that last because I agree with you. I think that could be their only downfall.
Yeah, I think their downfall is going to be coaching. Like Nick said, all the switching out of the coaches, and now you got to learn another scheme and stuff like that or whatever. It doesn't mean it's going to work. That could be their downfall, but at the same time, I think they'll still be a solid squad. I think Atlanta is going to be a solid squad. I think Carolina is going to be a solid squad. I see the NFC South getting strengthened. Obviously, New Orleans is going to hurt us in terms of the whole conference but everybody knows what's going on with them over there.
Yeah,
you can only kick that can up the street for so long until you got to pick it up.
You're right. You're right. You are correct. 100% correct.
So, yeah, man, we'll be a strong division. So everybody always got a bum in the division. Carolina, one thing I don't think we talk about enough about is, even though I know we're talking about the NFC South, is so if some people think the NFC South is weak, then what do we have, the fifth easiest schedule or some shit like that?
I mean, but they're I don't like the way that they base that. They base it on they base it off what you did last year, but things are not always even.
Because it's just a suggestion.
It's not always even because how you
play the game, bro.
You got to play because teams change year to year.
Teams, and that's why coach players out of that type of thing. Look, they say we have the easy, man. I don't want you listening to that shit. Because man, any given Sunday and whatever, man, you're still playing against professional players, bro. Sleep. But that's Claire. That's what I've been saying over and over. That's exactly what I want people to do for us this year. I don't want the accolades.
I do.
I
I
don't want
do.
people
I
saying
agree
the
with you on
Panthers
that.
is going to be all of this. I want everybody to say, "Oh, the Panthers, man, we going well. That's a homecoming game." I want them to look past us until at some point in the season. Now, all of a sudden, NBC and all these football morning shows is like, "Oh, you can't look past this team no more." You
Yeah,
know,
I agree with you.
I want to wake people up during the season and going, all right, we gotta prepare for these guys different. This is not the old Panthers team no more.
Yeah,
This is the one that we were accustomed to back in the day.
yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go right into this next. So I sent it to y'all too. I got a comparison chart on what we're doing and all that kind of stuff like that. Some
Oh, the
things,
other thing too, I forgot to tell you. I don't know about you, Claire. I think I said it before though. I think Baker Mayfield is going to fall off this year.
yeah, I think
I
what was
I
what
I
was
won't
his
say
downfall?
fall off.
What was his downfall? What was his downfall in freaking Cleveland?
I won't say
Changing out.
fall off. I'll say he's going to take some steps back.
I mean, realistically, he wasn't as efficient last year as he was the year before.
Yeah, absolutely.
He wasn't as
He's going
efficient.
to take a step back, bro.
He gave the ball up a lot more last year than he did the year before. I mean, and maybe because they were taking risks, but I mean, still, I mean, it's the honest truth. He gave the ball up.
I just think the teams, and if one thing, if we don't learn it, then I'm gonna be mad. Baker Mayfield has a lot of noticeable tendencies, bro. I don't understand why we can't pick up on that, bro. He likes to roll out, you know what I'm saying, as well. And then he'll sit in that pocket some, and
He's a bootleg player. He's not. Yeah, he likes to bootleg out of
yeah.
the pocket a lot.
So my thing is, yeah, if we haven't learned anything from that, I mean, you could really clutch him. I don't care what other teams do when they play Tampa Bay. I care about what we do, and that we know what's going on and what he likes to do, and that the other subject is that Evero can relay that, and all the other defensive coaches that's on that staff. I think that staff that Evero has now, yeah, man, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what his defense looks like. I think it's going to be better than what people thought.
Yeah, I think it is too. All right. So my next thing, key topic. It was comparing the NFC South for their offseason strategies. So I'm gonna say this. I mean, I think we already talked about this too. Carolina's basically on the youth movement, big youth movement. Obviously we drafted a
Finally,
wide. What'd you say?
said finally.
Yes, I mean, yeah, finally. We did need to get younger. Hey, we drafted a wide receiver in the first round the last 2 years. We drafted a running back the last 2 years. Obviously, we got ETN. We all know what happened with Brooks. I still got faith in the young man. We'll see how it works out. Um, and we potentially have rebuilt this defense. What has Carolina been known for the last for the last 30 years, man? A hard no defense, and hopefully we can get back to that this year. I do not want to see Carolina in the names of things that we were in last year. We were the worst defense in NFL history, and I don't want to see that again, man. I just don't. I mean, and our biggest risk right now is Bryce Young's development. That's our biggest risk. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say nothing else about that. So we look at the Falcons. The Falcons have basically are plug and play right now. They added a lot of veterans. They lost some veterans. They lost some key veterans. Obviously, they have a rookie-ish quarterback coming in. He only started 3 games last year. Um, I mean, we just got to see what he's going to turn out to. They added Diablo. They added Floyd. They got some depth at wide receiver. You got I mean, they lost, but one of the biggest losses was Grady Jarrett, and I think that might. I mean, I don't know, man. I think that might hurt them in the long run. I think people might run on them this year, and
Oh, you mean Mike?
I mean, we'll see how. Hey, hey, people might be running on them this year like they was running on us last year. So,
They're gonna get that same taste.
I mean, I ain't gonna say their defense is gonna be as bad as ours was, but they might get the taste of it getting ran on, getting ran all over too, man. So we'll see how it works out. So for the Bucks, man, man, they got so much continuity around their roster. Then they have elite wide receivers. They have elite wide receivers, and we can't deny. I mean, we're still looking to see if Chris Godwin comes back from this injury with the same. But they did add Emeka Ibuka. I like him. I wasn't. I mean, I like him, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. And
that only works out if Mike Evans and your boy that's hurt, if they're both on the field.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we got to see how. I don't. And the timing of Godwin's injury and the severity of his injury, I don't foresee him playing at the beginning of the season. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I didn't do an in-depth check to see where he's at as far as I don't. His ankle was pretty jacked up. I don't think he's going to play at the beginning of the season. Now one thing,
practicing?
Huh?
Is he practicing?
I don't remember hearing him practicing. I don't remember hearing about him practicing, but I can look it up and look here in a second. So their biggest risk right now, that defense is aging. I don't care, man. Father Time is undefeated, as Twan has told y'all several times. Father Time is undefeated, and with the way that they've been going right now, the cap is tightening up, and they're gonna have to make some moves in the next couple of years. So maybe this might be their window. This might be their window right now. But in the overall, Carolina is the youngest team in the division right now. The Bucks are the most stable team, obviously, and the Falcons are the most improved in the last 2 years. I mean, what say you? Claire?
Before Claire goes, look, man, once again, shouting this brother out as always showing love to the channel, man. And again, we'll let you guys know. Probably gonna hear from us more this year because we are on our 4th year now, and we really do work hard. So we're gonna be asking you guys for any donations that you want to come to the show or give to the show, but we'll only ask once in every show. Once. We're not going to kill your pockets and pass around collection plates every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to ask you once, and if you feel compelled to give, cheerful givers are going to give anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to Mike, Flame for Jesus. He said Mike loves Jesus. He's got all the joints. He said, hello, everyone. Hope you all have a blessed week. And as always, man, Flame, I hope you have one too. Flame always make me hungry when I see his icon come up because I know that's some barbecue chicken off the grill, the beans and the slaw and the biscuit back there, bro. So, yeah, man, appreciate that, brother. Go ahead, Claire.
So, I think the way that I'll phrase this or talk about it, because I don't have a way to show what I did. I don't have my camera set up or anything. I've been working on this for a couple of days, just going over, and I know a lot of people love PFF. There's also people who hate PFF, but I think it depends on if you're using it to win an argument or if you're not. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't care about it either way.
But in general, if we go by the quote unquote report cards, if you want to call them anything, for all 4 teams, about the only thing that we are first in of there's only 4 positions, mind you, but the only thing we're first in is defensive line. That's
You're
it.
right. Yeah.
I broke down to people why that's a great thing.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that there's a lot of other positional, like skill position areas where there have been a lot of debates over who's got the better of, of the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends. The problem with calculating a lot of these skill positions, and that includes defense, is that I think every single team is going to at least have one, if not two rookies starting, and you have no idea how they're going to grade out. But if you take generally the average of what it would be, quarterback, we're looking at the third best quarterback right now. For running back room, third best. Wide receiver room, third best. Tight end room, fourth. Offensive line, third. Defensive line, first. Linebacker room, definitely fourth. My God. Edge rusher, it could be second or third right now. Safety, second or third. And that's because there's a lot of people or players who are rookies that could take over some starting roles at both those positions on a number of teams. So cornerback room is also one of those things where we could be third, we could be second. So it's kind of up in the air. But D-line, without question, is our first, which is great because we had the worst run defense last year. So the fact that that is now first, at least within our division, I'm not going to say the NFL, does give some hope. But there was a lot of thirds in areas where I have heard Panthers fans debate with Bucks fans, Falcons fans, and Saints fans who want to say that we've got if not the first, but like the second best wide receiver room or the running back room. And it's like, if you go by what PFF calculates, we don't. We just don't. I get that there's other factors that go into how you want to look at a player besides PFF. But to have some kind of link or source as to where these grades are coming from, it's I feel like that we are doing that thing that I love to keep bringing up, which is mistaking a wish for a certainty.
And that's why
I would love the excitement for the potential. I'm not going to knock anybody for, because there's a crap ton of potential on our team, on quite a few teams, maybe not the Saints, but quite a few teams, mainly the Falcons and the Panthers right now, because both of those teams are really going to be vying to knock the Bucks off the top this year. And there's a lot of potential everywhere on both those teams. But in general, I think too many people are buying into what it could be versus what right now on paper it will be. And that's the problem. So could we actually win the division? Of course, anything is possible. It's any given Sunday. Is it probable?
I think it's up in the air. You can't. If you're jumping all the way in and say we're going to win it, you're crazy.
Well, yeah, but I also don't think, I think the chances of us winning the division, the percentage for me is very low. And I hate to say that, but it's just true. I think it's low. It's not,
All right,
but
so watch this. Who's going to definitively stop us?
Well, Tampa very well could stop us.
So y'all gonna think this is a disrespectful question when I say this. Who is it that you guys are afraid of?
I ain't afraid of none of them.
Well, because they've constantly won the division, I think saying that not putting any respect to Tampa and what they're doing to say that you're not worried about them, I think is a little bit crazy. But
no, I didn't say I wasn't worried about them. I said
you just asked what
about them scares you?
What about their freaking offense?
So what you said was you talked about what they've done in the past. Times do change.
Yeah, but what on their offense has changed outside of their offensive coordinator? And outside, I mean, they've gone through 2 changes of OCs and have won the division still. So I'm not going to sit here and throw it into saying, oh, they're definitely going to be worse this year, because we have no idea. All I can go on is the facts that we already have. And the facts that we already have says the offense really hasn't changed that much.
Shout out to my man Flame for Jesus with the $5 super chat. Yeah, he's gonna be very a Flame. Flame, look, I get the feeling this year with Flame, bro. Flame is not. He's not like anything past. Like everything has to be earned with him this year, and that's how it always should be. I ain't even gonna lie. That's how it always should be. He said it could still be the worst rush defense. Could I don't I don't see that because like it's not going to be as worse as it was last year. Out of that front, those guys up front, man. Look, this.
Yeah, we added too much.
I'm looking at the talent that we have on our team and what they did with other man. It's no way.
We added too much, man.
We added too much. He
we
says
added too
we
much,
don't
man.
have the great players that the other teams had. You don't have look.
Even the players that were great didn't do as well as people think.
I'm about to say that. It's not about having great players. It's about having the right players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you rather have, Nick and Claire? Would you guys rather have the great players? I know, well, everybody wants some great players, but would you just want some great players on your team, or do you want the right players on your team that's going to buy in?
I want the right players that don't buy in.
I think the right players are great players.
A great player can go out there and just play for himself. He only worried about his own stats and his money and what he's gonna do.
But listen, this is what a lot of I respect what Flame got to say, but I mean, I don't feel like he's looking at a lot of people. I'm gonna say this, and I know Claire and me both me and Claire both looked up these people and all that kind of stuff. A lot of these people are downplaying some of these other guys because they don't have the numbers of some of these top guys, but they were playing backups to great guys, and they can't help that.
Mm-hmm.
Treshaun Wharton, just to name a few, Treshaun Wharton was playing behind a great pair of guys down there in freaking Kansas City. But when he got in, he got off.
Can I say this too, Nick? Listen. And like I wonder if you guys can understand what I'm saying this. I'm speaking from a football player's mentality when I say this too right now too, man. Check this out. So when you go to a team and you are like we were saying, a great player or a really, really good player that's bought into the system, and you came from a team that was winning and doing the right things, they not coming to their new team and accept the bullshit that you did in the past, bro.
No, they coming to change the culture.
Over here and be like, some shit got to change around here, bro, because you ain't gonna be able to put that on my name.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
I wouldn't care if these guys get in some of these other guys' faces and go, look, man, it ain't gonna be none of that shit last year. I ain't gonna be a part of that history. I'm not going to add to that. So I didn't come over here to lose. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You're right. I'm just saying, like, we're not looking at these guys from. We're looking at these guys from a perspective of
logic.
We look at a lot of people are looking at these guys at the perspective of, why did their team get rid of them? Why weren't they able to stay on the team that they have, man? I mean, at the end of the day, Bobby Brown fell freaking prey to the fact that the Rams hit on 2 defensive linemen last year. He fell prey to that. Yeah. Y'all got to realize, man, this is a business at the end of the day. Why would you re-sign them when you just hit on 2 linemen from in the same draft? I mean, and arguably both of those linemen could have been defensive rookie of the year.
Sometimes when you come from that situation too, man, and you was the odd man out, even though you was really good.
Yeah.
But it was just 2 huge names in front of you. Those guys will go to another team to prove a point, bro.
Like, that's another. That is
show y'all why you should have kept me.
It's
not always the case, but
Hey, that's another great point, man. I mean, just let me turn this. Let me go to this next.
If you think Bobby Brown and Wharton and Morig and all them dudes coming over here to go status quo and business as usual. Motherfuckers is
Uh,
they nah.
Not especially Bobby Brown and Treshawn Wharton. They came from winning cultures. They came from winning cultures. They came from teams that have won Super Bowls.
And Morig wanted out of the Raiders because of that reason over there. I mean, he got his money with us as well. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that man gonna play. Look, I left one situation. I ain't trying to come over here and continue the bullshit.
I mean, it's a lot of potential over here. Hey, so I'm gonna move to the third point. So, hey, this is Claire already pointed this one out. And PFF gives you the grades and all that kind of stuff. Hey, I'm gonna say this too to add to what players. I like to look at PFF grades. And PFF grades are great. I'm gonna say for anybody who has XM radio, if you can listen to Pat Kerwin or if you matter of fact, they post their results for this on Moving the Chains on X. They post the results for all of this. They do great. They grade the entire league based off the room, quarterback room, running back room. They grade every position for every team. If you can go look at that on X, that's some place where you can look at that, and they give you some good information on that. I think Claire would be surprised. They did not grade us as the third best offensive line. They actually graded us as the second best offensive line. Obviously, the Bucks are the first best, but at the end of the day, it's just another perspective, the way to look at it, Claire. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I agree with you looking at the PFF grades, how they rank us from play, because it gives you a number of facts and you can see a lot of the things. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, we probably would have got a better grade if Icky wasn't our left tackle.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly, but believe it or not, Icky ended up grading better than
On the run, yeah.
no, as an overall grade, Icky graded better than Corbett, than Robert Hunt. I mean,
How is that possible?
He just did. It's because you know why? It's because he is. I think if I remember correctly,
When you
he
say
is the
he
highest
better, what are you talking about?
overall. His overall grade is better than Robert Hunt's and Austin Corbett's.
Who gave him that grade?
PFF. But
Man,
the reason why is because he is also the highest graded lineman that we have against the run. That's why.
Guys, but listen to this. I tell people all the time, bro, you can do the analytics thing or whatever. You got to eventually use your very own eye test, man.
Okay, I have Twan. I'm just telling you what they say.
We don't give a shit what PFF says about our team when we know more about our team than they do. You know, man, we know damn well Icky didn't touch Robert Hunt this year. On the run, maybe.
But that's why they're saying that. That's why they're saying it, Twan. They're looking at
they grade them based off their defense against the run and then pass protection.
Yeah.
Run protection and pass protection. And whatever that average is between the two is their overall grade. That's what they do. Do they take into account all the subtopics, which would be like who had the most penalties? Icky. Who had the most who allowed the most sacks? Also Icky. Those are not counted in those grades. I'm aware of this. I am aware, but Twan, I said that in the very beginning.
The most.
Believe it or not Icky. But anyway, but that's my point. Icky got more calls for holding than he did offsides. So again, that would have 2023. I would have agreed with you because he jumped off sides like 13 times, which was the most out of any offensive lineman than the entire NFL. So just that was the year before then. So but
he's getting better. That's what you say. He's getting better.
Don't listen to Pierre.
Well, but Twan, I'm putting this into perspective because I can use my eye test, but here's the problem with eye tests. I do agree. Do I feel like that Icky did better than Robert Hunt? No, I do not. I feel like Robert Hunt was more efficient and effective on his side
He
and
was.
everything else. So, okay, right. I agree. But what I'm also looking at is the stuff that people who are also going to be looking at our team and what they're going to use, because they're not going to use their eyes. And when we start talking about rankings, we can't say, well, my eyes say this, because eyes are going to differ all the time, and especially if it's your own team. So that's why I'm using PFF, because I used to not use PFF. I did this time just to gain a different part of a perspective, because I have to. Because if I just sit here and say, oh, well, we definitely have the second best quarterback or something crazy like that, I then go look and go, oh, well, maybe we don't. And then I have to dig into why we got where we got to with that grade, and why this person was graded what they were graded. And sometimes you can look into things and find, oh, I did not know that they were the worst at this. And that could be factored into why they really are being looked at as not as great as we think they are. So it's just to gain perspective. I'm not saying that PFF is law or anything like that, because it's not. There's so many other factors. But I wanted to do that because too many people are arguing about things. And like it or not, I get we all have potential. But right now, potential, until the potential equals production, we're just being hopeful. So I like looking at numbers. I like looking at facts and things of that nature. This is as close to it as I was able to get. And, it does put things into perspective. And that's why I did the whole, like, tempering your expectations. Don't mistake a wish for a certainty. Because it could very well be just as black and white as it is on paper this coming season. I don't want it to be, because that means by this point, if we average out where we position in all skill positions, we're going to be third in the division again. And I don't want that. And I don't think that'll happen. And I hope it doesn't. But you also have to look at another perspective sometimes. So that's what I did.
Mm-hmm. I'm hard-headed. I'll never look at no PFF and none of that shit.
It's just a tool to get a better perspective of what their actual numbers were on the field, and
how they graded and their
how they
efficiency
graded it.
against. Yeah.
It's not a just like Claire said, it's not law. I'm just get I get where she's coming from, because at the end of the day, the reason that he has a higher run grade than everybody else, if you go back and look at how many times we ran off the left side and nobody was able to touch Chuba until he got to the second level, it's gonna be skewed towards Icky because of that.
Yeah.
We ran behind him a lot. And he is a road grader when it comes to running behind him.
Him and D-Lou both.
Yeah, so
because Damian Lewis is the most well-rounded lineman we've got by far.
So at the end of the day, if you look at it, it's about. But at the end of the day, if you can't lie, Iki is getting better. Even the penalties got better this year. He's getting better. It's not going to be it's not a perfect science yet.
No.
For him. You want to read that money, Twan?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Mike. Mike loves Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Once again, he said, did those teams have good linebackers? He said, we didn't improve there, did we? Linebackers are part of the equation here. Absolutely. Our linebacker core is the weakest thing that we have on the defense, if you ask me. Some people think it's the safeties.
It's not.
I personally think it's the linebacker core. But I don't know how they're gonna look. I just know that front four can help them out and slow things down for them to get better, especially the guy that we drafted, the young boy back there. But we couldn't get everything in the draft. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the time we would have tried to go out to get a linebacker, anyone worth getting was gone already.
Listen,
so
I'm going to say this
up next year.
I'm going to say this right now. One, I do believe
still get somebody. It ain't like
I agree with you on that one. I think we will pick up somebody next year. But at the end of the day, I think we did what we needed. We actually did improve on the linebackers a little bit. Rose,
not really.
and I'm going to say this. Roseboom is a linebacker, and Roseboom is great against the run. I'm not going to say he's not. I mean, the problem with some fans also is that we're looking for a replacement to Luke Kuechly. We
No,
can't.
no, I don't think motherfuckers is doing that.
They,
It's just that don't get up there and try to hype up Roseboom though.
Well, but here's
I mean,
I think my issue, Nick, with the linebacker room right now is that
Yeah.
there's not any one guy that I could definitively say could be an actual starter. We've got a lot of guys that are like rotational backups that are going to be starters, and that's my problem with it. No, it's
Yeah,
true. Trevin Wallace, I mean, he was picked in the 3rd round and he's got a lot of potential. Is he a starter right now? Would I consider him one? No.
nah.
Is Roseboom remains to be seen, but based off of what I've seen in the past with my eyes, no. Josie
Roseboom
Jewell,
wasn't even getting off on the team
no.
that he was on already.
I mean, but
So-
Roseman was really good against the run. That's true.
Well,
But he was-
well, yeah, but I think we need to. Okay, so this is the other thing too. Not to sidetrack off of Nick's topic here. I get that we were so bad against the run, but has anyone noticed we have focused on the run so much? If you actually look at what our pass protection or pass coverage and all that other stuff looks like, it is not that great.
But I'm going to say this, Claire,
And I'm meaning in the DB room. I mean, the linebackers not grading high in coverage, but like DBs especially. No,
yeah,
I'm serious. Our both of our safeties and potentially with Latham and Ransom starting, they both grade so high in the run, but their pass coverage, while it's average, most people want some kind of at least one of them to be a ball hawking something that's good in coverage. We don't have anybody that excels greatly in coverage right now in the DB room. No one. So as much as people are worried, do we really help the run? Yeah, I think we've got the run covered at this point. But what did we do for pass coverage? Anything?
But I want to say this because I think you about to say the same thing, and I was going to say it before you say it, Tuan. We also allowed the longest time for a quarterback to sit back there and throw the ball.
Right. That's one thing. That's not what I was going to say, but yeah, that's true too, though.
It goes hand. Unfortunately, pass coverage goes hand in hand with the pass rush. That's
what I keep trying to explain. Like, listen, bro. Listen, if the coverage is sloppy in the secondary, which I know, that should concern Claire. I understand her concern where there is, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying though, when you got a killer line. When you got that killer line, it can mask some of your shortcomings sometimes or whatever or lie. The thing is that you should be getting better as the year goes out, so you're not having to completely depend on that line. Are we gonna get tested, in the air this year? Absolutely. Claire's absolutely correct. I think the way if you're gonna beat us this year, it's gonna have to be an aerial assault. But even then, I'm not saying people are gonna take us out like that because we still got some really good DBs. We just don't have great depth at DB. You know what I'm saying? We got one of the best DBs that's going to take on your best wide receiver. So then that's almost like forcing the team saying, he ain't going to beat us, so you're going to have to beat us with them other receivers. But he ain't going to beat us. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we playing Cincinnati Bengals every game where it's like, oh man, like they got another lethal guy other than the one that Horn is on. But I think Mike Jack learned something from last year. I think he's got to prove. I have to believe that these guys are going to come in even hungrier this year. Look, they were all embarrassed last year, man. Who wants that again, bro? I don't think they like, we're not going to be a part of that this year. Now, look, and maybe I'm thinking for them right now, Claire, and I shouldn't be, but I'm just trying to put myself, does it help when I say this, man? When I played football, I was a sore loser, bro.
It does. It does help.
Like, for real, like, Claire, like, if I went in that damn locker room and we lost and I saw somebody joking or telling a fucking joke or acting like it's all good after we just got our ass whooped, bro, I was hell, bro.
Yeah,
I was hell. But but leaders of shit do that kind of stuff. My thing was like, if y'all ain't gonna take this shit serious, then quit. because there's somebody else that's depending on you to get your job done. You know what I'm saying? Or what is so they can get their jobs done. So
I don't
it's
disagree.
let me read Flame for Jesus is he's keeping it going today, man. Mike Loves Easy said, I was hearing the same thing about Jewel, and he said, what happened with that? Yeah. Well,
The
first of
crazy
all,
thing with Jewel is he got
don't make me
he
start.
well
Don't
the
get
thing
me started,
well the
Nick.
th- well here's the thing about Jewel. When it comes to
Don't
Josie
make me tell
Jewel,
you who said that about Jewel and said that he was the next coming of Luke Kuechly.
well,
Who said
that's
that?
that's
Huh?
Who said
mm,
that?
You know who said that shit.
that's not even. Again, it's good to be hopeful, and it's great that that people want to hope that they'll be that person. But let's just
My thing is this: it's just like with like Flame for Jesus, right? One thing I love about Flame for Jesus is this: he'll go to your podcast, he'll listen, he'll donate, but he's not gonna let you pull the wool over his eyes by saying fun shit that's not gonna really happen. That's what I respect about him and any other fans like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come on here and try to chum me up and say that our team is gonna do some shit that you know they ain't gonna be able to do. You know, I love the fact that he hits back with that or whatever. Because look, let's face it. It is like Nick said earlier. If you go to a show just to hear a bunch of people tell you that the Panthers is gonna go 17-0, man, come on, bro. If you go to a show just to hear somebody say, "Bruh, look, you know, I think Bryce is gonna be the MVP of the whole league this year."
oh God help us.
Like, man,
Yeah.
come on, bro. He could be, you know what I'm saying? Let's just wait to see that happen first, though. But when we've done nothing to make you think that all this special shit is going to happen because we do it every year at the beginning of the year, then come on. You know, then that's some fanatic shit. My thing is, I see what this team looks like on paper this year. All they got to do is just do it. We got the talent. They just got to do it.
Yeah. So I want to say this though. It's a lot, man. Y'all, you can point out all these freaking
Motherfucker
these
said
line.
Josie Jewell was gonna be the next. No, it's exact words was. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to do none of that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But he said it was a Panthers guy who said that Josie Jewels was Luke Kuechly ish.
Oh yeah, I know who said that.
And tried to really debate me and argue with me on that shit.
I already know who said that.
Because he's
He
white
said it.
and because he's white and a linebacker. Was that what we were going for?
I was like, man, what the fuck are you talking?
I don't know what else makes him Luke Kuechly-esque. I really don't.
So I said this last year. Josie Jewell's not really great at any one thing, but he does. I mean, he does put effort in, and he's average at almost everything. He's average,
Which
and
about the only thing I'll give him kudos for is he got career highs in quite a few things last year with us that he did not get on other teams. Take that for what you will. But outside of that,
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I just want to put these things in perspective. I don't care what team you play. If you have 4.5 seconds to pass on them, you're going to find somebody open.
Man, Josie Jewell didn't even have a good year. Like, look, man, first of all, man, don't get me started, man.
We're not saying that he had a good year. He said he
No,
had.
I'm not
he
saying the
got like
show said it. I'm not saying
yeah.
the show. I'm talking about the delusional. It's like, Joe, as
Okay,
far as I'm saying so far right now, Josie Jewell ain't done shit.
no one in our linebacking room has
Yeah,
done shit.
let's just be honest. They ain't did nothing.
That's my biggest problem with this team. I know we couldn't get everything, but I tell you, if we are not drafting linebacker with that first round pick next year, so help me God.
Well, you
I
better.
mean, but you know, and I mean, Claire, it really just depends on how this turns out. If the defense gets, I mean, if the defense looks good and linebacker looks like the only position that we need to fill, they probably will. But at the end of the day, it's a. We just got to wait and see.
I'm
Wait
just
and
saying
see.
that because it is still, even right now, it's our weakest. I doubt it's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to not be our weakest
Well,
by
it
the
is
end of the
absolutely
season.
the weakest.
it's
It's
probably going to be the week.
absolutely.
I'm 100%. But even if we take a leap to the middle of the pack for defense, which is what I'm hoping for, even
Yeah.
if we take a leap to the middle of the pack, we're still probably going to be missing out on linebackers. I mean, that's the honest truth. But uh, with you cannot fix everything, y'all. And I think that I like Dan Morgan's approach. I don't care what any of the rest of y'all say. I like Dan Morgan's approach. He likes to fit. He likes to fix the upfront first.
Mm-hmm.
That's his approach. That was his approach last year to the offense, and that was his approach this year to the defense.
So
Once again, as a reminder, the link is up there. Anybody wants to join in and come in here, discuss the topics with us, man. It is an open forum today, man. And yeah, I think it's pinned to the top, And shout out to at Dream58. He said next year's the year I will take a linebacker / O-line with the first pick. Yeah, it's got to be linebacker, bro.
It
You got
depends. It
that's one.
depends.
And
It really.
if you don't go linebacker, then then you better be ready to sign one and bring one in here.
that's
Because
worth a damn.
yeah, because I think my prediction is that we'll be good enough after next year that somebody really good will be like, okay, I'll go fuck with the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? I see what they're doing over there. I seen the change.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people are saying cornerback are our weakness. I don't agree,
I'm
man.
not. I can't. I
I can't.
used to think that. I'm not. I disagree with cornerback. It's the second, probably,
Uh,
maybe,
maybe.
maybe third behind
I
safety. It
mean,
just depends on how you look at it. But as far as linebacker, last year, y'all, here's the crazy part, and this is what's going to blow a lot of people's minds. Yes, I'm going to use PFF because I think it's going to put a certain things into perspective. Based on production efficiency and PFF grade, guess who our most efficient linebacker was last year?
Trevor Wallace,
Nope. And it's not Josie Jewell. This is what's going to be hilarious. Who was it?
Shaq.
Nope. That's funny, Nick.
Man, Shaq is
Claudin Shiralis was our most efficient linebacker.
that's that no that
Someone
that's
who most
I
people
believe it.
forget is even on this team, but he was the highest graded and most efficient when he was on the field. He was the highest and most efficient linebacker. Not Trevin, not Josie Jewell, not
You know what?
Shaq. Ha ha
You know
ha.
why I believe it? You know why I believe it? Because it was the worst defense in NFL history last year.
But I guess that's kind of why I wanted to use that as an example. He was our most efficient linebacker last year. And he didn't even get, he got decent stats by comparison to the other two, that were starting for most of the time. But I mean, that's kind of my point. When people say our cornerback room is the weakest, we just had a guy go to the Pro Bowl. Name a Pro Bowl linebacker we have right now on this team.
There ain't one, and ain't gonna
There
ever
ain't one.
ain't
We
gonna
don't
be one.
really
Ain't
have.
gonna be
I
one
mean,
this year either.
and that's not to say that cornerback still isn't a pain point because it is, but it's not our weakest
Uh,
by far.
but you know what? Listen, Claire, there a lot of talking about this, Claire. But I mean, Mike Jack is a 67 overall, man.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
we
know
got
that's above. Technically that's swinging above average.
Yeah,
So
welcome Packle Pickle. I want to welcome Panther Pickle to the show. Pick, what's going on, bro?
What's up, guys? How are you?
hey,
Oh,
pickle.
What's up? Um, great show, yo.
mhm.
I I say in this defense we're playing, you're generally going to have two inside linebackers, with one coming off the bench or somewhere. And one goes down, you're still going to have one coming off the bench, be it Josie Jewell or Roseboro. But at corner, I don't know. I like Mike Jack. I don't think he was as horrible as people thought, but uh, and Shao Smith Wade's going to start. One of them goes down, and we're just screwed all the way around. But I
Yeah,
do understand. I do understand.
I mean,
Linebackers are needed desperately.
I think we'll be okay. I think that there's. I mean, we do have cornerbacks that are going to be on the bench. I mean, on the bench. I think we'll have enough depth to make it through the season. I just
Nah, Dick is right, man. If one of them go down, it's gonna be an issue.
If one of the it'll be Damani Richardson, which Damani had some starting time last year and he didn't do horrible. And Shaw Smith Wade, he'll be primarily at nickel because he's like 5'9", 5'10".
Damani
So
Richards is safety.
they have put him at corner though, Pickle. They've
Well,
got him
yeah,
as
they
got him as almost like a swing DB. It's really
yeah,
weird.
they put Nick Scott at corner too once. And that
Yeah.
didn't go.
No, Nick Scott will probably be a backup safety to Latham Ransom.
Yeah, I hope Nick Scott is a special teamer at best. I don't think he would be.
I hate to break it to you, unless
But
I think the positions, the two rooms that are going to see some undrafted free agents assigned to it, it's going to be the linebacker and DB room. Don't be surprised.
that'd be all right. That'd be all right with me.
I mean, when we do this 53-man roster, there's going to be some guys that I mentioned that are probably going to make it, and it's just for the sheer lack of depth that we currently have.
Right.
So,
Because if you look at the corners, I mean, not count the three like Horn, Jackson, or Wade. You're looking at Ariki Evans, Bartholomew, and Davenshore.
I actually like Bartholomew. I'm going to be honest with you. I like Bartholomew. I just think he couldn't stay healthy last year.
Yeah, well, he didn't play but like in one game.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bigger cornerback. I think that he can play. I just think we have to see him a little bit healthier this year. I think he can play. I don't think he can take anybody's job, but I do believe he can provide pressure.
Right. Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Listen.
Nick, he played in one game. What the hell did you like about him, bro?
I like the kid before he got to us. I liked his before he got to us. So I mean, I got it. I got what you're saying, Twan. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We got what we got. We can't fix everything in 1 year.
But that doesn't mean that we got to pump up bums on our team, though. I mean,
I'm not. But you are taking me saying that I like him. I'm not saying I like him as a starter. I'm saying I like the potential of him being a good backup.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not. You have what I'm saying confused with I'm not I'm an even kill guy, straight down the middle. I'm not going to shoot it left or right. Shoot it straight. I go straight down the middle. I'm not a overly one. I don't believe in. I'm not going to overhype these players anyways because this is the business and players are going to rotate. I do not get emotionally involved with these players because players are going to rotate. And it ain't going unless you are a phenom on a team. You one day from getting traded to another team. And shoot, some of these phenoms get traded too. Look at daggone Mika Fitzpatrick in Miami now. Like, I don't know, man. It's just I think we'll be okay. I just think we'll be here, and I think that I actually have heard really good things about Shaw Smith Wade in practices and stuff like that. Right now,
I've heard those too.
I've heard really good things about him, and I think that they think that he's taken a huge step forward. So we'll see.
No, the fact that he would have sacked Bryce on an actual blitz play had they been allowed to tackle, and the fact that he's picked him off not once but twice, yeah, he's showing some promise.
Yeah, so
that's what's worrying me about Bryce, bro. You throwing
Juan, I'm going to say this in practice.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I'm going to say this in practice. You want Bryce throwing risky throws so he can see what he can and cannot do.
I know this.
So
But
I just hope he don't go back to no bad habits.
and he very well may. That's the other thing. That's been my whole thing about Bryce Young for the last couple of lives is I find it very unsettling that one of our question marks, if not a big question mark, is is a position that is touted as the most important position in football, and that does bother me as a fan. But as far as if the defense is making Bryce pay for everything, what that also tells me in general too is that our defense is actually doing well and doing their job.
yeah,
So I mean, I when I hear about it irritates me when fans are like, no, the defense is making Bryce look bad. They're making my QB look bad. No, how dare he
the
do
good
that?
thing.
Oh, and I just want to like slap him and choke him and say, shut up, because guess
The,
what? If they are doing that, that should give you some pause for like joy, because we had the worst defense in football last year, and a lot of fans who were trying to say that it can't be on Bryce because our defense was shitty. If they're picking him off in practice, that should give you more joy than it should hatred for them. I do not understand. Continue, Nick.
Listen, and if they're picking him off in practice right now, it's going to it may be a good thing for Bryce, because Bryce
Yeah,
may find his limitations, or he may find what he is capable of.
and not
For a
capable of.
for a quarterback to go up against a good defense is a great thing, but for a quarterback to go up against one of the weakest defense is horrible.
Yeah,
So
so if he's getting smacked in the mouth in practice, he might have to start making some adjustments or start staying behind to work on some things if he's realizing, oh shit.
yeah, I mean, I mean, because I think that we all can honestly say if the defense had been better last year, we could have potentially won 2 or 3 more games. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. It ended the way that it ended, and we have to we just have to hope that this team as a whole takes a leap forward. We do have to hope for individual players to take a leap forward, but I'm more about what can the team do together this year? What can the offense bring out? Can we become I don't even know what the average was. What was the average last year for scoring last year? I think it was close to 30 points. 30
Something
points
like
a game.
average points per game.
Yeah. I think the
I
average
don't even think it was that high, Nick,
20.
honestly.
I can find out right now.
I can do it. But that's I don't want
Oh
just
shit.
the
Oof, that's low. Never mind.
I told you, it's like something like in the 20s, I think.
It's 21.4. And I actually think we averaged more than that actually last year. Oh man, I can tell you.
G baby,
What?
anytime you want to come up here and talk your shit, please feel free to do so. I'm not
You
going to
baby's
pay
not
much
coming up.
attention.
You
I
are not
know he's
invited.
not.
You are not
I'm
invited
just
to the party.
and I'm not a hater. It's just I'm not going to celebrate a guy who has done nothing but lose. I don't even celebrate the people who have done well on this team because we're still losing no matter what.
That's what losers
So
do. They celebrate called grown men kings.
yeah, so I'm not going to celebrate a quarterback who, unless he wins all of his games next year, he won't even break 500, and that's the only way he'll break 500 as a starting quarterback in this league. So please do not even get me started.
Yeah, hey, look. So Carolina average what
Who
1.3
knows?
lower, 1.3 lower than the NFL average. So
Last year was not a year for points. That
yeah,
was
it wasn't.
terrible. I mean,
It wasn't.
the average was the average seriously 23.2.
No, it was 21. I saw 21.4.
Oh, you're probably right. I saw, yeah.
I saw 21.4. So shoot, it's low. It's low. Either way, it's low. And I just think if Carolina can get to or get right above the average scoring, I mean that might be a leap forward. A leap forward for the offense. But I mean, I actually think that we need to be somewhere in the 25s, top 25 range for me to find it as growth. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, because the NFL was obviously average. I mean, low. I mean, it was obviously low. Hey, man, but I want to get back to what I was talking about earlier too. I just got a couple more points that I want to hit. I don't even really need to hit this one. Claire already just pointed this one out. Who's got the best wide receiver room in the South? It's undebatable. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Undebatable.
Like I've heard Panthers fans debate it with Bucks fans. I'm like, why are y'all even doing that right now?
Listen, I'm gonna say this like this.
Stop.
Panthers, I want to say this. This is my one quote that I did put in. The Panthers has wide receiver core is full of potential, but it does not have production.
It's true.
That's the only way to put it. You can argue with your mama if you want to do it any other way. We have potential, not production. The Bucks have production on the field,
And what's
undeniable.
scary, they also have potential to be even greater with what they've added to. That's what's scary.
Yeah, and I
They
mean,
got
if you don't realize, Mike Evans is the best wide receiver in the NFC South, and if you say there's any other wide receiver, you are lying to yourself.
Or you just don't know any better. Maybe. Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
I mean, you can ride. Hey, look, listen. Hey, so I was looking at the defensive. I do think we have the potential. I'm going to say that word again, because this is where people are getting confused. That you're confusing potential with saying that is a reality. Potential is not the reality. The reality is that we had one of the worst defensive lines in the NFL last year. That's the reality. That is the reality. We had one of the worst defensive lines in the NFL last year, if not the worst. But we do have the potential to take a huge step forward on all
with
of
what
these
we've
things.
got. Mm-hmm.
With what we got. We have a potential. We have the potential with the pieces that were added in the off season. We have the potential to have one of the best defensive lines in the NFC South. I'm not going to say NFL yet, because I got to see it come together before I can put those things down. You got to see it come together, man. You can't, y'all.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Mike, I'm not gonna get into no long debate either. Hey, look, but first of all, let's welcome Red Swarm to the show.
Hey. What's good
Swarm.
with everybody this evening on a late Monday afternoon?
Exactly.
Boy, today was a booger at work, y'all.
Oh
my God.
What happened, bro? You all right?
Oh, yeah. No. Yes, I'm all right. I'm just living for the weekend. I'm living for the 4th.
I don't blame you.
I got ahead of myself. I start feeling the 4th on Monday, and that's not wise. So,
I'm not saying this pissed nobody off, and I'll address it later. I ain't doing it tonight.
Okay.
I think the Carolina got the best wide receiver room, bro.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Come on, don't do it. Until we see the numbers put to paper, it's just potential.
All I'm gonna say this for right now is this. I'm like Swarm couldn't even completely deny this when I say how this matters, though. Just because the quarterback can't get you the receivers the ball, don't mean the receivers are bad. And so that's why I understand when you're talking about the production, but the reason why my production doesn't exist is because I had a dude on our team that couldn't get me the ball.
So, Twan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And you're a former player, right?
Mhm.
And there could be different factors that come into play. You know, you could have a aged veteran who has been a career producer, but if he's like 34, 35, 36 years old, even if he's still producing at a high clip, but you got a young guy who has a world of potential, you know, there's sometimes an argument for keeping holding the young guy back by going with the veteran that has the production. But generally speaking, what would you prefer to have? Somebody who has proven production, or somebody who has not proven to have any production, but you say, hey, I like their potential.
The proven production.
Okay. All right. So we don't have to get into a long, drawn out debate. I think
Yeah, that's
Nick
what I'm
said
saying.
it perfectly.
I'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? Where I can really get into it.
Yeah.
My only short answer is, if I can't show off my potential because I got a guy who can't get me the ball.
But you're stuck on one thing. See,
It
you
ain't
know
just
what?
it ain't just on me. Look at it. Look who I got throwing to me.
And in part, I think that you have to be honest and say that one big part of your wide receiver room is a guy who doesn't have either yet in the NFL because he's a rookie who hasn't taken a snap yet.
That's why I keep saying potential. That's why I said potential.
The
And
reason
there's
why,
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that potential. But
my thing is this though.
you can't place that potential
Overproduction.
ahead of, and even if it was minimal production, I couldn't stand up here and argue with you that I wouldn't take Ted McMillan over Ray McLeod. You know, just because Ray had close to 700 yards last year. I mean, you think that Ted McMillan is going to walk on the field this year and do better than that, but will he be better than Darnell Mooney, or will he be better than Mike Evans? No, he won't. You can't sell the NFL on that.
Hey, I think McMillan is debatable. I mean, not. I mean, not. I think Mooney. I meant to say I think Mooney is debatable. I don't think you could debate with the Mike Evans thing.
The thing was, you and Claire kept throwing Ibuka out there. Ibuka. You know, like I mean, if you feel like he's gonna be a part of what they're doing over there, then Ted is clearly going to be a part of what we doing, bro. Ted is gonna have I would predict that he's gonna have a better year.
Yeah, he's your one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't know that.
He projects to be your number one receiver.
He's gonna project that. You're absolutely correct.
I think he will.
Yeah, man. You know, like I said, I'm willing to dive deeper into it later, but and I'm not doing this as a farce. I think we got a pretty damn special wide receiver room when we got to figure out who we have to keep and who to let go. Tampa Bay ain't as deep as us.
Shit. They got a lot of talent over there, man.
They got it all.
They got a lot of talent over there, man. You need to go. You do realize that kid.
They not as deep as us though, bro.
No,
they're deeper than y'all.
That kid that they drafted last year went off.
Yeah, Jalen McMillan.
Listen, what totally matters is what I just told y'all to begin with. Man, look, they got somebody that can actually get the ball to them. They can throw the ball deep too.
Yeah, but and Twan, that's hard to argue against. I mean, you know, so what you have to do is you have to find a way to take the quarterback out of the equation and just say, okay, yeah, it's easy to say that Kirk Cousins benefited from having Justin Jefferson, and he did, but Kirk Cousins elevated Drake London's numbers and Darnell Mooney's numbers. So at some point, you got to stop tripping and saying That's a good receiver with or without Joe Burrow is what Jamar Chase is, Justin Jefferson is, Mike Evans is, the other dude who got hurt last year. Those guys are good receivers. They got a hell of a receiving core. And I think it's borderline disrespectful to say that they're not miles ahead of your young receiving core just because they've been limited by Bryce Young.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's I'm standing by it. I'm standing by it.
I know.
He said it with his chest. Just leave him alone with it.
The thing is,
live.
I was really comparing it to the Buccaneers, but Swarm gonna try to put it. He gonna always put his squad out there or whatever. You know
what Swarm didn't do.
I don't have a problem with ranking. I don't have a problem.
You don't know what the chemistry gonna be like with Penix and these guys this year, bro.
But listen,
I don't have a problem with ranking the wide receiver rooms in our division the way that the NFL has them ranked. Although most pundits in the NFL put the New Orleans Saints wide receiver room ahead of y'all, but I don't.
Well, and honestly, Red, to be honest, they probably shouldn't. Just, I mean,
let's be 100% honest.
I think I could get why they would, but at the same time, that's
that injury thing has tore them up last year, man.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry, and Chris Olave is not. It is not 1 year. It's not 1 year. This dude is a candidate, could probably do the same thing that Luke did, decide to retire. This dude has had multiple concussions, multiple seasons.
We go to sleep every year, man.
I don't disagree with y'all, but it's kind of like y'all say about J.C. Horn. But when he's healthy,
hey, I'm gonna say this, man. I get what Twan's saying, and it is what it is, but I'm looking at production over potential, and the production says that the Bucs have the best wide receiver core in the South.
No, hands down.
I mean, and in all honesty, and if this can come from Red, you should see what I'm talking about. Because in all honesty, Drake London had the most yards last year in the South.
Yeah,
but he knows as well as I know
from Penix.
Twan, I got to tell you something, man, and you might be surprised. Hold on, Nick. Twan might be surprised to hear this, but our average passing yards per game went up the 3 games Penix was in the lineup, man.
Man, cut it out.
Oh, it's numbers.
It's a
you can
fact.
go get it. Yeah, you can go get it yourself. It's numbers.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And Twan, in case your eyes deceive you, and I ain't got to try to hype him up because he's a rookie and he's gonna take his lumps, man. But he throws the ball way better than Kirk Cousins did, and he's mobile, which brings the play action into. And you know these things just from knowing football. I mean, so he's gonna be able to have better windows to throw into, because he can stretch the defense by meeting Bijan out on the edge with the handoffs that Kirk Cousins couldn't do, man. So if it works, then it's gonna be something to see. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be saying much like y'all. What do I do at quarterback? So
Hey, you can read this money, but let me read this money. Let me read this one, Twan. I know you left it on the screen.
I'm gonna always read Mike's money. Look, he said, go ahead.
Look, I'm gonna shout out to Mike Love Jesus,
because he keeps it real. Because he keeps it real. He always.
I think the defense will be ranked 26 to 28, and I think the offense will be ranked 26 to 30, depending on Bryce. I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree with this at all, and I'm gonna say this one reason I don't agree with this. if you can rush the passer, which we couldn't do last year, we couldn't do. Was it 30? I think it was 32 sacks that we got last year in 17 games. That's pathetic.
Flame, come on. You really saying on the offensive side of the ball, 26 to 30? Come on, Flame.
Man, we got too much potential on this team.
I'm almost inclined to rock with you on defense, but on the offensive side of the ball,
I don't agree with you.
Come on, Flame.
Are you crazy?
Have you seen the rest of the teams?
Are you crazy?
The rest of the teams in the South, I mean,
No,
the
I'm talking
entire
about in the
NFL. Yeah,
league.
there's some. Right. He's well within his right to have that opinion.
No, but he said rank 26 to 30. If that mean that ain't that's
I don't
more
think-
than
I don't think
well, guys, what was our offense ranked this past year?
32.
No, not your offense.
It wasn't far from that. I'm not gonna lie. We were either 29 or 30.
Yeah.
So as much as we want to give praise to our offense, let's not act like our offense was somewhere in like the mid to high teens or something, while our defense was just, running around with their, thumb up their ass or something, being 32 back there.
No disrespect, but I ain't talking about that team from last year. I'm talking about what the fuck is going to take place this year.
Well, unless we had 100% turnover, which we did not, we retained quite a few people this past year. Yes, we have new additions, but I can only strike so hard on the potential standpoint. I'm sorry, because potential doesn't mean anything other than that. Potential.
Until you see it on the field. We got to see it on the field.
And AC, just so you know, I can hear with your sighs and with your bated breath, sometimes you're really trying to get these guys a little mercy and grace.
A little grace.
It's not even mercy. Yeah. It's not even mercy. It's just, I think it's personally me. I'm also tired of hyping up a team just to turn around and be sitting at home on the couch in the postseason all the time not even getting a winning record. I'm tired of it. So I'm tired of being excited over something that really there's nothing to be excited about. So when you start doing digging and you start doing, if you do PFF or however you want to look at it, and you can only watch but so many blueprint videos and hype videos and all that other stuff, at the end of the day, until we see it happen, this is, us talking about having the best this or being ranked anything outside of the low teens on either side of the ball, it could happen. This is not me saying it's impossible. It's just really improbable from where we were at both on offense and defense last year. To say, there's some people I've heard say, oh, we could have a top 10 defense. Yeah, we could, but the likelihood of that happening is very low. And at 32, I don't have us escaping the 20s for our defense. I'm shooting low. I think the best we'll do is 20. That's the highest I think we could go.
I'm just going to look. Oh, go ahead, Claire. When you're done, I want to say something, bro.
And then for offense, just based on what I've looked at, our offense, it could be about the same. I'll give our offense a little bit of grace and say they could be anywhere from 15 to 25. And I know that's a 10-point range, but I'll give them that much grace. But I'm not going to sit here and claim either side of the ball being top 10 right now. Ain't no way I'm doing that.
I'm going to say this right now. In the illustrious words of D Money, shout out to D Money. And I'm laughing this off, you know what I'm saying? I'm pushing motherfuckers off the float this year. I'm telling you, when it goes down and you go, I didn't see this coming. I'm coming out to all of y'all, man. Claire,
can I ask you a serious?
All of y'all.
Can I ask you a serious question?
That's a little silly to do so, but all right.
Hey, you can call it silly, asinine, whatever. I'm gonna do it. I'm coming
Let me ask you a question.
I'm
So
pushing all of y'all asses off the truck.
you have the offense posted up right now for us to see, correct?
You know,
Yes.
Name me the
if y'all want to be
blockbuster.
that down on the team and I
Twan,
didn't see
Twan,
this, I'm pushing
Twan,
your ass off the truck.
Twan. I
We
see
have every reason to say that, but okay.
Okay,
I
watch.
see Teddy Roy McMillan,
Okay.
who was a number 8 draft pick, and most teams got a chance to make a first round draft pick. So every team typically gets excited about their first round draft pick. But
Hey,
I want you
man.
to. I'm just simply asking you.
You know I'm not biting on that bullshit.
No. Red. What you about? Hey,
Okay,
'cause
Nick, Nick,
what
let me
Red
ask
about to
you.
say, what
Nick,
Red
let me
right
ask
I
about to
you.
already know
say,
what he about to say.
Let me ask
I
you.
actually want him to ask it. Let him say it. Let him say it.
Yeah.
What move different from last year, offensive wise, is just a game changer
So
that totally changes your franchise, your offensive side of the ball
You
around?
put different words. You put different words in that to make it go your way.
Oh, hey,
yeah,
hey,
see
hey, Nick, let me tell you what you
check
did.
this out.
You
This
heard
one,
something come out of my mouth before I said it. That's why you
bro.
thought you knew what I was about to say. You didn't give me
Nah,
the benefit of
because we know
saying what I was
you.
going to say.
We know your ass. Look, what Swarm does is Swarm will waiting to see you get all excited about your team and what you think your team gonna do. And look, when I tell people, if you ain't got tough skin, look, that man's his numeral is watch out for his team. That's how it should be.
But I did just
But
agree
what
with
Swarm will
Claire
do is
and say
Swarm will be like, why
I'm
y'all
sick of getting excited about my team to be let
No,
down.
no. But then you added on. Swarm will try to make it to Panther fans and be like, why y'all getting so damn happy? Huh? Y'all ain't gonna be shit. Why
Okay.
you
So
excited about
you would
why you
prefer
excited about that?
you would prefer I be like you and see something that ain't there.
Bruh.
And for me, I'm not even saying it's not there. I just don't know if it's there yet.
You better focus on them fucking birds. and worry about
So just let me ask a
because
question
guess what?
then,
Every
and let
year,
you
Swarm, and
provide me
admit
with
this,
the answer. Okay, go
Swarm,
ahead.
I'm gonna let you answer, but admit this every year. Swarm has high hopes for his team every year. That's what he's supposed to do. But then Swarm will put it out there almost like with us, like, why are y'all so excited though?
Okay.
You think Swarm is gonna tell y'all that they're gonna be lackluster this year? He ain't gonna say no shit like that. If you say Swarm, you think y'all gonna win 8 games? You think he gonna say less? You crazy? He gonna say more. He can see all the potential in them Falcons, but he not going. Like I don't understand why y'all think y'all gonna be good this year.
Well, maybe you missed it, but I thought you were there on Black Cat the other day when we were over there, and Kendall was really shocked to hear me say that I will be happy. He said, "I'm surprised that you read." I said, "I'll be happy if my team goes 9-8 this year, because I will be happy to finally, after 7 years, have a
Have a
winning
winning
season
record.
again." That's what
That's
I
what he.
said.
I can get down with that.
So Twan, you can say all you want to say
I'm
that I'm
still
gonna
saying it.
cap and I'm gonna say, oh
I'm
well, it's
still saying it. God damn it.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, Nick, answer the question, Nick.
I'm not answering that question. That's a loaded question. I ain't no fool.
Twan, answer the
Man,
question, Twan.
hell no, bro. You think you gonna clip me up?
Okay.
Hey,
So they're scared to do it, Claire. They're
That's a
scared to do
setup
it,
question
AC.
all day, man.
I'm
Scared to
not
do
gonna
it.
lie. This has gone back and forth so much. I don't even remember what the damn question was.
So AC, what I asked them was basically, where's the needle mover to take you from the 29th ranked offense to the 16th ranked offense? The player that was brought in different from the same roster that you had on the offensive side of the ball last year, which is pretty much intact from what I see, other than Hunter Renfro, Teddy Roy McMillan, and Rico Dowdle. Tell me where the change occurred that has you so pumped that you see this going from the 29th ranked offense or 26th, whatever it was, to a top 10 offense.
I ain't saying all. Who said top 10?
Top 10? Oh,
said
Okay.
top 10?
okay. Well, Red, I already told you already know my answer because I just even told you, even with
AC,
the
I
air
wasn't
quote
posing
potential.
that crazy shit to you, AC. Trust me, I got
Yeah,
more respect for you than that.
I'm saying.
I wasn't posing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. As far as a needle mover, I swarm, and this is not even me trying to be safe with my answer. Again, I have no idea what this offense is going to look like with how everything ended last year, with the moves that have been made. The staff has pretty much stayed the same. The line has pretty much stayed the same. You know, outside of just praying everyone's healthy, has anything changed or has it been a needle mover? No, there hasn't been. But that's because a lot of the needle movers that you could say could be those guys are more or less rookies.
And that's what I'm
So,
trying to
and that's
say. I will give
and
you
it's
Teddy
not me,
McMillan.
right? So
Who
I
know
mean,
he could be the offensive rookie of the year.
he could. And I've said that on previous. I said he could be that guy. But I can't even answer your question, Red. That's my
potential.
problem.
That's
And everybody
potential.
will say, everybody will say, oh, well, that's being negative. No, it's just I can't answer that because literally we kept everything the same and just tried to add to what we had for the continuity's
fact.
sake for Bryce.
That's a fact.
So I mean, I can't even answer your
everything ain't the
question.
same on
That's the
offense.
problem.
So look, everything ain't
What
the same.
changed, Juan? What changed? What changed outside of adding Tet and Jimmy Horn and Rico Dowdle?
And only one of them is a starter.
What do you mean only? You make it seem like that's some simple shit. We went and got the best receiver out of the draft. We went and got another 1,000-yard back so we could get back to what we do and what we do well. What do you mean only?
You name 2 players and one of them is a starter.
Bro, look, in the NFL, bro, I've seen where one player go to a team and make all the difference. She's talking about 2.
Oh,
but we don't know if they will make a difference.
Man,
did Rico Dowdle make a difference on the Cowboys? Did Rico Dowdle make a difference on the Cowboys? Outside of getting 1,000 yards, did he
speak on what we think of? We can only speak on what we think is gonna happen. Raswan don't know the fucking future either. He doesn't. But I guarantee you what he gonna come on here and say, what he gonna say on every show. He gonna say
okay,
the
Nick.
Falcons
I'm the
gonna be
easy target. I'm the easy target.
He gonna say the Falcons gonna be the shit. Swan, how many wins you got y'all predicted at this year in the too early prediction? How many wins, Swan? Be honest.
I have us predicted anywhere from 9 to 10 wins.
Let's move on, man. There you go, bro. Let's move on.
I mean, but Swan,
So
what Claire is saying is true.
We won 8 last year, so I don't know why that's crazy.
I can only the Falcons ain't the same from last year. We ain't the same from last year. I can only go by what I've seen. Till Bryce, he said till Bryce is the first round quarterback. Our offense doesn't get out of the 20s. No, that's a fact. It's still. I love Flame. It's still Flame's opinion. That's what he believes to happen. I can't take that from him. I can't take nothing from none of y'all. I'm just saying I see it different. I'm not gonna say y'all are wrong. That's why I said I'm gonna be pushing motherfuckers off the truck because you chose left.
But Twan, that might be a little bit more than an opinion that he just stated right there.
No, man, it's still his opinion. He said you can't say now that's a fact when we don't know, man. Now the thing I do agree with him on is the Bryce thing.
Yeah, because it's about the quarterbacks in the NFL.
I think we're a top 10 offense next year, but it depends on what Bryce does.
There he is, Claire. There, I told you somebody said that.
There's always potential for that, Red.
It depends on Bryce, though.
There is such a wide swing from what we could be versus what we on paper right now as it sits from what we know could be. So it's like there's such a wide swing.
Let me clear that one more time. I didn't say we will be. I said we could be.
Oh, well, hell, we could win. My Falcons could win the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, so could we. I mean, shoot, could we.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and, pipe it up like we are
and
or will.
I guarantee you, I don't care what the odds are. I ain't gonna make no bet in Vegas and explain to my wife what happened to that $2,500.
Okay, well,
I promise you, I ain't gonna do that shit.
But the thing is, what keeps it honest is that if Claire doesn't think there will be a top 10 offense, It doesn't mean I don't think we won't be. And it doesn't make me wrong or her wrong or me right or her right. She's got a difference of opinion. I'm not sitting there saying your opinion is wrong, Claire. I see it differently.
Yeah, I don't. The only reason that I
I
don't
say some
agree.
crazy ass shit like all no motherfucking 17 and that's
Oh
asinine.
yeah. Well, we know what that's all about. What that group
Listen,
is.
I'm not going to. I can't agree with this is because I can't agree with any of this that anybody says when they give out these
Yeah, the
numbers
man realized.
because of what
And
they saw. Because I can't get with that because the NFL team, all NFL teams have 30% turnover every single year. We don't know
Actually,
what we're
it's
gonna get.
40.
It's 40 now.
yeah.
40%
Yeah.
turnover.
The average retention rate is 60, which means the remaining amount is 40%. So
Yeah.
40% turnover.
That
So
fucking
so
NFL is a production based business.
so
If you
so
ain't doing
at
it,
that
they'll get that check to somebody else.
yeah. So at the end of the day, we don't know what
Quickly,
this
man.
team is going to be.
No.
And all
Quickly.
we have is paper right now. Just like Claire has said several times, all we have is paper right now. Until we see it on the field, I mean, I can see what Twan is saying. I can see what Claire is saying. But for you to say that you don't know, I mean, I understand what y'all saying about Bryce, but at the end of the day, this could be Bryce could continue building off of what he did last year individually. Individually, he could continue building off
He
what
could
he
also
started this year.
he could also
He could
regress.
also shit the bed
Yeah.
100%.
He could also come out in his very first play of the very first game be an interception
Stop
like it
that!
was
Stop that,
last
Claire!
year.
Stop
It's
it,
gonna be
Claire!
some AC.
The year
It's gonna be
before.
some broken damn TVs in the Charlotte area if he do that shit,
I swear. I'm ripping my shit out the wall, bro.
man.
And
I'm
the
just
fact
saying.
that he walked off the field laughing, it was like, that ain't funny. Go sit down
Yeah.
somewhere. Shut
Yeah.
up. Drink you some
I
Gatorade.
was like, bro, if you
Yep.
ain't gonna sit your ass
Dude,
down,
that could like this. That's why I said he could shit the bed. We don't know. We have no factual information to cover any of the things that we're saying. All we have is the potential of what this team could be. It changed. It shifted a lot. I know a lot of this stuff didn't shift on offense this year, but I'm gonna just say like right now, I honestly, I'm hoping that this team could put it together. I'm
And
hoping that
let me say
you'll
something
be crazy not
in
to
the
hope that.
let me say something in the tone of my Greek brother Twan the Don. Twan likes to say this, and I'll say this: if that trio, the big ass wideouts that y'all got, Roy McMillan, Xavier Leggett, and I think the kid, who's been playing backup, but if he comes up,
Nick and Coker.
Jalen Coker, if them three front court NBA motherfuckers get out there and get some good quarterback play, that's gonna be a problem, as
It could
Twan
be
It
a
is
likes to
gonna be a
problem.
say.
problem.
And
It
Swarm
is.
has
That's gonna
said
be
this
a problem.
before.
It
Swarm
is.
Yeah.
has said it before, bro.
That I hundred
Ain't no
that
shame in my saying
Swarm
that.
said
That's gonna be a problem.
if that little motherfucker in the backfield figures it out, it's gonna be a problem, bro.
it,
It's
it
gonna be a
is. It
problem.
is. That is true. I agree with you on that. Hey, and for all of you doubters that all the doubters saying that boy ain't put in the work, that freaking
Oh, yeah.
that
XL,
XL ain't
yeah,
put in the
I
work.
saw that clip,
Y'all need
man.
to go
Yeah.
see this
He
fool
ain't
running
putting
them
in the
routes,
work,
boy.
bro.
That dude. Hey.
I sent y'all another clip today. I see XL and a whole bunch of people working out. You know who I don't see working out?
Bryce Young. I finished
I'm
that
not
sentence
doing.
for you. It's okay.
I was
Shit.
trying not to do it. I was trying
Every
not to
year
do
we looking
it.
for film on this dude, man.
Oh no, we got film. It's just he was doing
He
it
be
at the
at, yeah, he
YMCA
be at
with kids.
basketball games
Yeah,
and shit.
with the camps and all. So
So shout out to Flame for Jesus. He said, "Look, man. Oh, Flame got his name back.
The hell?
I think everybody's name changed back. Yeah,
I'm gonna
man,
test it. I'm
YouTube is
gonna test
crazy,
it.
man.
everybody got their name back, man. I guess that
I'm
shit
gonna
was
test
for
it.
Flame for Jesus said we could win 10 games, but he
Oh
said,
shit, yeah.
Flame said we can win 10 games, but I'll give us 5 to 7. In my opinion, 5 is the best number. Flame, who on this team pissed you off?
The entire team. I mean,
Number
I want to say
9.
this.
No, I'll answer for him. Number 9.
Nah, I ain't gonna let you do that, McClare.
If you've
I ain't
been
gonna
around
let you
long
answer
enough,
for that.
you know that
To be honest with
I
you,
do know it's number 9 because that's all he's dogged the entire time.
you're right. That is too. But at the end of the day, a lot of these people think that they know how to draft better than these GMs and all that kind of stuff like that. And Flame was saying that if we didn't do this, that it was going to be a horrible season. And I don't agree. I'm willing to call him out.
Hey, Swarm, that's how we used to
If we
drive
didn't
home.
do what though?
He said if we didn't get a cornerback in the first
like he about to
round,
throw up on
other
this.
thing like this.
Let me take this thing down so you can see it. Just look at what shirt he got on, bro. Let me get this down real quick. So
Oh damn!
you can't see it, but he got on a Panther shirt. You see his headrest?
I see it on the headset. I see it on the headrest. Yeah.
Man, look, I got tired of driving. We drove home after every game like that, breaking down in the car, bro.
Yeah, I've been there plenty of times myself. I still ain't watched the replay of that Super Bowl, and I doubt I ever will.
Let me tell you something real quick, man. Swarm, did you know in 2015, if it wasn't for the fucking the Falcons,
oh yeah,
we would have had a undefeated regular season.
Yeah.
And obviously we lost the Super Bowl game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But did you know when we did that, right? And I hope y'all understand the context of when I say this. Do you know that we were only predicted to win 2 games that year because Kelvin Benjamin went down?
Yeah, I thought I remember reading that somewhere.
And they said, man, they got Cotchery.
We ain't got nobody.
They ain't got nobody over there.
Ted Ginn, Philly Brown.
Here we go though. Here we go, and I'm gonna step right in it.
No. Let me finish though.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want you to take that in.
Yep.
They said we would only win 2 games that year, and a lot of Panthers fans, they followed suit. I didn't think we was gonna win that many games. I was like, damn, bro, because we had a bad season the year before that. It wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people gonna say, Twan, who was y'all quarterback?
There you go. That's what I was gonna say.
But you ready for this though? But look, Cam, as great as Cam was, and that was his MVP season, right? Those other dudes had to buy in.
Shoot, that was that was the second best defense in the NFL that year.
So, Twan, let me ask you a question. And I get what you're saying. But just stop me if you say, no, that ain't even what I was going with that, Twan. Are you trying to draw some correlation to the possibilities with Bryce?
Man, if you don't stop that
look. I'm just asking you, Greek.
I see this coming from a mile out.
Cuddy Sarks.
I'm just asking.
Red. I just don't understand how you be getting these. I saw that coming from a mile out.
Oh, that's why you threw the defense in there to say before you even try it, Swarm. I'm gonna give you another difference.
There was no defense necessary, bro.
I just said, like, I saw that coming from. I saw it. And you know what? Had you had somebody like what's his daggone name? I can't even get his name out right now. You had one of them crazy boys over there on
they would have flipped out. They'll be flipping
Prime.
out right
Them
now.
mothers would have flipped out on you. You'd have been everything. You'd have been everything but a child of God, right?
Yeah. Rizby. Yeah. Twan just ignored my ass. Yeah.
But you know what? But you know the bad part about it is, Red. I tell them before they walk into it, and they still, hey, just go ahead and walk into that punch right there.
Nick,
go ahead.
I be laughing my ass off too, bro. I said,
I tell you, like y'all got to look how y'all phrase stuff around Red, and
I'm just having fun.
And then when he gets ready to say something, you need to listen to all of the words that come out.
Hey,
before
Swamp,
you answer.
Swamp, don't I tell the people this shit on every show, man? Don't it? Be honest. Don't I say
You
that?
do. You
I
do.
say, look, motherfuckers don't even see it coming.
You do.
I'm like, he got
And
a
you said,
bullseye in between your fucking eyeballs, and you about to walk right out there to it.
that's why I get pissed off with him. Say y'all fell for
I
that
just
shit again.
ignore his ass when I see him.
Hey, listen. I've learned what to answer with Red and what not to answer because
Man,
what
I
you
know when the
answer,
setup is coming, bro.
I'm just having fun.
what you answer can lead to Red coming back. Hey, and I'm telling you, when you answer it, when he bring it back up, 10 days later, you did it to yourself.
Oh,
Hey,
and
Red,
Ed does too. Ed just laugh at my ass, man. He said,
yeah.
all right, Red, I got you.
I
All
see it
right.
coming,
Ed,
bro.
Ed always laughs at me, man.
Shout out to Kitty. Kitty said, "Oh hell no, Red." She said, "I'll be in Atlanta in November looking for you."
Oh, shit. All right, Queen. All right. I ain't got no box seats now, kitty.
What does that mean, bro? What's that mean?
Stop, one. Stop. You
Love
ain't
it.
starting no trouble.
Being messy.
Yeah,
All
you
right, man.
been
Let's
messy.
go ahead and break this shit down, man. So the blue is obviously a starter. You know what I'm saying? If they stay in the blue, that red for right now is they will be cut from the team.
Mhm.
Practice squatters will be the green. And this is just our way too early one. You know what I'm saying? We will. And you know some of them will do, bro? Because Red is always over here, Red. I
Mm-hmm.
want to follow along with you. So that means you're gonna have to constantly come back, bro.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
here.
have yours up here as well.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And have you, with the
Yeah,
same
real good.
who you gonna keep, whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
So I can see why it's moving
I
with
would
y'all
like
too,
that.
bro.
I would
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have yours in black and red though.
That'll work. That'll work. That's
You
how
know
we
what?
do.
I'm gonna have it up before I'm gonna have the shit up. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna have it up before this show is over. Just so you'll see what it looked like.
Oh, you the man.
Yeah. So look, man, do y'all want to start with the starters? You know what I'm saying? Because we know the motherfuckers ain't going no damn.
Well, they can just stay in blue.
That's why I kept them in blue.
Yeah. I mean,
So we'll just start with the second behind Bryce Young. I don't think Andy Dalton's going anywhere.
Oh.
But out of all the quarterbacks, Ethan Garbers ain't making this team, bro.
Yeah, Ethan Garber's gonna be cut, and Jake's going to the practice squad just like last year. Jack.
yeah, I think Jack's going to be practice squad again.
We're getting them up out of here early.
I see
Well,
that.
I just don't see the need to have 3 quarterbacks, and unless some people would argue maybe it's a good idea. But
But you can keep him on the practice squad. I don't think anybody's gonna scoop.
no, they're not. They're not.
Then I don't think anybody's gonna scoop Jack Plummer up from off the practice squad.
Garbers.
And then I think a lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people know about the rule that he doesn't have to be elevated from the practice squad
In order to, yeah, I
in
know.
order
You're talking
to.
about for game time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he doesn't have to
Mhm.
be. Yeah, he doesn't have to be elevated from the practice squad. He literally can, as long as one of the quarterbacks that are on the active roster are hurt, he can be elevated to the active roster with no
You know
transaction.
what? Y'all go
Which is
ahead and keep
good.
talking. Y'all
That's
keep
good.
talking. Hey,
That's a
Swarm,
good
I'm gonna
deal.
go ahead and put it up there now, bro.
All right, bro. All right.
Yeah.
I want to go. I want this. Y'all continue to talk about I wanted to go ahead and do this in real time with Swarm.
Yeah. And I've spent some time with our roster too, man. So
Yeah, and
it'll
and
go
I mean,
smooth.
and in all actuality, you could probably just look at the. So, are we saying start? Are we? We should have put a color in here for a second string. Oh no, but
Well, no,
Nah,
that
man,
they're just
that you could possibly follow
I
in this.
thought. Never mind.
blue.
Claire.
Blue just means that they're going to make the
Yeah,
team.
you're gonna make the
The
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. I don't think Rico. I think Rico Dotto goes to the practice squad this year.
Man, you must be.
No.
I mean, not Rico. Not Rico Dotto. I mean, Blackshear. That's what I meant. I don't know why I said Rico.
Hey, don't get ahead of it, man. Just
Yeah, I was wondering what you was talking about with that,
damn
boy.
Nick,
I
bro.
was gonna say we wouldn't have. He wouldn't be number 2
No, exactly.
unless Trevor Etienne just did something crazy in like practice.
Yeah, dude
Shout out
had
to Flame for
1,000
Jesus. He
yards.
said, I guess Bryce's mom gets to pick a wide receiver next year
Wow.
because Bryce and his dad already got those things. I'm glad Flame brought that up because
Why
I see
y'all? Why y'all keep saying that shit?
Wow.
I think Kitty said that. Like, why are y'all under the assumption that his dad made a pick, bro?
Y'all got to
Be-
stop this. Y'all
Because
got
that's
because
Hell
they
I
no, his
heard
because
that
they
dad
said
ain't
I
make no
heard that
damn
but
pick.
I
I
heard
mean the
that
big
last
thing about
week
it is they
though.
said Bryce stood on the table for Tet. But the numbers for Tet don't lie. The
Nah,
dude
I
had
believe Bryce definitely has something to do with that touch shit. But I'm talking about
but
his dad making a pick.
well,
but it,
Excel.
Bryce and his dad also were the reason why we got Jonathan Mingo. If y'all remember from the blueprint in his rookie year, apparently people forgot that.
Man, that was some Steve Smith shit.
I mean, you can call it that, but literally in the blueprint, as Frank Reich and what's his face, the quarterback coach that we had, are walking off the field with him, Frank Reich goes, "Hey, so your dad tells me you like Mingo," and then it cuts to day 2 where we draft Mingo. So don't tell me that
Yep.
he didn't have anything to do with it then, because he did.
I want to believe he didn't.
Well,
yeah, I don't
when there is audio proof that says otherwise, I don't know how you can argue with it, but I get it.
This
Kind of
this
hard
what
to
I argue.
deny
This
that.
what I will argue with. Now y'all about to make me get on Bryce ass. Hey, look, how do you let a rookie call
Don't even
anything,
get me
first of all,
started.
and then
know.
and then after the season he had,
See
why
y'all
would you
started.
let him be a part of
Yeah,
any fucking
that's
thing?
some crazy stuff.
I
I
just
just
want to. I'm
Crazy.
just saying this though. If any of you have the problem with Tet with him saying that he loves Tet, you obviously don't watch college football, and you obviously don't see what this kid did 2 years in a row. Not once, 2 years in a row.
I'm not even going to get into an argument about the Tet stuff.
If you 2 years in a row, this kid is a monster waiting to happen. And
Man,
all
look,
you say, oh, he doesn't get open. If you go look in college, he didn't have to get open. Them dudes could be all over him. He still would catch it.
who the
Boy,
hell said he couldn't get up? Come on, get the
Y'all
Nick,
gotta. You actually have to look at football and digest the
you actually
entire.
argue with
It,
that type of shit.
Nick's so funny to me, man.
but I mean, but that Red. You know that's what they be saying. They be saying nonsense. Don't make no sense.
I think
But
my
you entertain it.
you know, I'll have a Tet conversation another day.
And then Nick grabs a megaphone and start going with it too,
Yeah,
man. He don't just, you know.
you be
because
entertaining that shit.
Because it's
because
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just like it's ludicrousy.
All right, Mike Tyson.
This one.
It's ludicrous.
Hey, look, somebody, I know they
Ludicrous.
be at home like, look, watch me piss Nick off.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be 100% honest. Twy, they be saying some stuff that just don't make no sense to me, and I don't deal with nonsense.
You do too.
No,
Yeah.
I'm straight. I'm a straight shooter, Twy.
Nah, no, you're not.
I'll tell you one thing quick.
Say some
I
nonsense
don't.
sometimes too, bro.
I don't. I mean, because I don't agree with you a lot of things that y'all say, and I don't. I don't over address. I don't over. I don't even know how to say it. 'Cause this is dry. I don't. I don't go overboard when things go bad.
so
I don't go
I'm
overboard.
I'm gonna be candid about something when it comes to Tet. Again, from a potential perspective, from an attributes and an intangibles perspective, the kid has some things that we can all say that we love. The only problem I have, and if you look at stats alone, some of his stats, especially last year's, are quite inflated. And I know people are going to say, no, you're just finding stuff to hate. But in
Yeah, that's
reality,
true.
y'all, in reality, though, he got 300 something yards And half of his total touchdowns in one game last year against a school that is, I didn't even know the school had a football team.
Shitty quarterback.
So it's like he got 4 touchdowns and 300 something yards, which, yeah, that's impressive. But against like New Mexico, something Southern State, I don't know. And that was just in one game. And then all the other games, it was just kind of like sporadic touchdowns and sporadic yards. So it's like,
So
again, his
so you feel he don't-
intangibles and his potential are fantastic. But if you look at stats only, it's rather inflated.
he still would have had over 1,000 yards.
Well, with the teams that he played against, his next best game was against Hawaii, for shit's sake.
Man, I just told you. You just ain't listening yet. Shitty quarterback.
What does that have to do? I'm so confused. What does that have to
He's
do with his college stats?
he's saying the numbers would have been worse. The numbers would have been better if he had a great quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Quarterback play matters.
And well, okay.
AC, don't let him trigger you. Don't do
I
it.
just, that's
Yeah.
why I just did what I did and said okay, and then just left it there.
Hey, look, he did play for Arizona.
I can't believe he said, and he's still saying it.
He did play for Arizona.
What is that? Someone please explain to me what that means. He played for Arizona. Okay.
Come on, man. Come on. If I got to explain that to you, come on.
He's saying Arizona's trash. That's what he's saying.
So so is it easier to shine on a team that's not great? Is that what you're saying? I'm confused. I don't know.
And I'm not even biting that, AC. Just so you know, between
I said, I just didn't know.
one.
I just didn't know what he meant by he played on Arizona. Come on, and it's like, what does that mean though?
I mean,
like,
you ain't confused. You know what I'm saying. You ain't confused.
No, I really don't. What? Because they didn't play in the SEC or something? Like, I really don't know what that means.
What was the name of his quarterback? What was his quarterback's name, Claire?
I ain't touching this.
Exactly.
Noah Fifita was his quarterback's name.
Where is he playing at?
You know Claire know.
Where is he playing at? He's still playing at Arizona. He hasn't transferred.
Is he ever going to play in the league? Is he going to even sniff the league?
I have no idea. I really don't. Oh, okay.
We know that all too well than anybody. We were just talking about.
I think also the caliber of talent you play against matters too, but that's another story for another day.
But you wouldn't let nobody get away with that shit when they was talking about Mike Green, though. You was just like, what you do is what you do.
And that is fair. But again, the overinflation of that one game takes up for 50% of his touchdowns last year. That's all I'm just reading off numbers. I did the same thing for Mike Green. I read off numbers.
And she is being fair because he had some inflated ass numbers.
And if you want me to go by who really could have been and should have been, it would have been Nick Nash, a Triple Crown winner.
Yeah, you wanted him.
I did. You're absolutely freaking right.
Yeah, who did Nick Nash play for?
He played for, I don't even remember, San Diego State? Yeah.
San Diego State.
Come on, man. It ain't hard to win the Triple Crown in that division, bro.
He didn't do it in that division. He did it for all of college.
This is what I said for him, though. I said, listen, he won the Triple Crown. Great. I won't take his accolades away from him. But you won the Triple Crown and you didn't get drafted. Come on.
Yeah.
It's because of what you call. It's because of the team he played for. That was the only knock on him.
So,
well, he's gonna make an NFL team. I can tell you that. I can promise you that.
He already did. I mean,
well, I mean, you know, they gotta.
He's fucking with y'all.
that's the exercise we're going through now. But I'm telling you right now, I got him making our 53 because we ain't gonna leave him out there for somebody to snatch off of a practice squad.
Hell no, you can't put that man on. Hey, you put that man on practice squad, he's gonna be gone the next day.
You damn right. Just like y'all can't afford to think that you can do shit like that, no matter how deep your wide receiver room is with Jalen Coker. He's got to make the 53.
Oh yeah,
Our
Where them
this
resident,
year.
fans at?
Yeah,
resident,
the
our
bad part about it
resident
is what we did.
Falcons fan is up in here. Petey Falcon
Yeah,
is in the house.
What up, Petey
Where them
Petey?
fans at? Huh. Where them fans at?
yeah, you can do. You can't. Hey, yeah, you definitely cannot do what we did to Coker last year. We can't do that again.
Oh, his ass will be gone and signed.
Shout out to Flame for Jesus. He said, "Thanks. Just made my point when he said crappy quarterback." I mean, I agree with that,
I
man.
wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it, Flame. That's why I
No, but
told
listen,
AC I
look,
was gonna stay away
I made
from
it
it.
quite clear. I say it depends on what I say. It depends on what price does.
You're not talking about Claire. We know Claire got them numbers.
That
I
nigga,
wasn't
listen
gonna
here,
touch it,
man.
Flame.
No,
I wasn't gonna touch it, Flame.
and I knew. Hey, look, listen, and I knew the exact game she was talking about as soon as she said it.
She
He
didn't
did
attack
run.
it. She
Hey,
didn't attack it. Twan left the door wide
People
open,
been
but she
talking
didn't
about that
attack
the
it.
whole time, though, bro. It
She
ain't
did
new.
not attack it. She didn't attack the obvious. She said, I ain't even gonna do it." She said, "I ain't
listen,
even gonna do it." You left the door wide open, Twan.
yeah, hey, listen. I got it that y'all think which call, but the kid was consistent. I mean, yeah, he had a 300-yard game against a no-name team. All right.
And I
Well,
got to
I can
think.
say this: y'all drafted the right kid. If that's the way you feel about the system he came out of, the quarterback he had, I would say that was a genius move by your GM.
I mean, but
So
see, everybody said talk about Bryce Young and this, that, and third, and how he's going to improve this year, man. But I don't think people understand like what has Carolina really struggled with. Let's break this down here. They really have struggled with. I mean, we could say quarterback, fair, easy to say, but let's talk about separation. That's what it really boils the line for. We had these
Separation. Here
certain
we go.
these certain wide receivers that we have. If they can get separation, they're cool. They might look good this year, but if they can't, we still stuck with the same problem. A quarterback who ain't gonna be able to get it to him in
Separation, huh?
separation.
That's what
Hell yeah.
we got. Let me ask you this. He had the lowest rate of separation and still nobody could stop him from catching the ball.
Stop. Who you talking about? Because I'm
Tech
talking about in
in
general.
college.
We talk, but you see, that's my
And
thing. We
and,
talk
and,
about
and
college.
then
We talk
and
about
then
in
if
the
you go
NFL.
if you don't want to
When we
talk
talk
about
about
Tech, you ain't
NFL,
gotta worry
we still
about
stuck in college. He's
you ain't gotta
graduating to
worry
the
about
NFL,
Excel getting
bro.
open.
He's
You ain't gotta worry.
graduating to the NFL, bro. Listen, you don't understand. There's a different tempo in the NFL, bro. You keep so stuck on this college shit. He's out of college now. He in a new regime now. He graduated, which
Okay,
means he got to get
so
separation in the NFL.
that's a fact, Petey.
does it still not believe that he's taller
You
and
talk
longer
about
than almost every
attributes, yes.
cornerback in the NFL?
Listen, we had a tall
Let me
Kevin
ask you
Benjamin
that.
who couldn't still
Is that
do
not
shit.
true?
Kevin
There ain't
Benjamin
but
was
a
tall as
select
fucking still
few.
ain't do shit.
It's only a select few.
Bunches did good his first
And
year, and then with
I
the
just
bad
want to
with the
get
shit
you
the
I
bad the
want to
next
get you
year.
straight. I'm gonna get you with y'all like this. You talking about separation. There's two other wide receivers in our division with the same measurements that run about the same speed as him, and they get open.
So I want y'all to see how
Hold
simple-minded
up,
Nick is.
hold up for a
It's
Dude,
second.
he's not, but he's not being simple about it. It's
Yeah,
He is being simple because y'all not understanding that
I
there's
provide you with facts and I
tempo
provide you
matters,
with facts
bro.
and you don't
Tempo matters,
provide you
bro.
with
Tempo
I provide you with
matters.
facts and you don't since you don't know those facts, you
Tempo
think I'm
matters,
being
bro.
simple minded.
Tempo matters. If the tempo of that play fails, you ain't got to worry about separation, bro. That's how simple-minded you are. You so worried about attributes of how tall a motherfucker is and how what's name. If that tempo falls within that play, it's over with.
You said separation.
Tempo,
And I gave
separation
you
and
a
tempo
fact.
matters, bro.
I gave you a fact. There are other wide receivers with similar measurements to him that get open in the NFL.
Bro, you stating the obvious. You got other motherfuckers who tall. They're not tall like him, but tall. They can play big.
No,
What the fuck does that mean?
the other two dudes that I'm talking about are the exact same height as him and
Nick,
almost ran the exact same 40 times as
Nick,
him.
you be mentioning the same obvious bullshit, bro. That don't make no fucking sense. You be trying to
They
make a
get
point. That shit
open.
don't make no
They
sense,
get
bro.
open. They
At
get
all.
open.
You don't.
They get
Okay,
open. That's
bro.
all I'm saying. You have no proof to pull.
So Tech
You
got
have
open
no
already
proof.
in the NFL.
I
Tech got open in the NFL yet?
I have pointed out facts that somebody at his speed and his height can get open in the NFL.
Your fact is they're tall and they're big and they can get open within the
Form, do you hear
NCAA.
this shit, bro?
in the NCAA.
I'm
That's what you talking
telling
about?
you,
You see,
there
I
are
went
2
on mute.
wide
Boy, they going
receivers
at it.
in
They
the
going at it.
NFL, in the NFC South, that are.
Who's bigger? Who's bigger than him?
I
That
don't
got
need
open.
you. One of them
Who? Name him.
is arguably top 5 wide receiver in the NFL.
Name him.
Mike Evans, same height,
We talk about the
almost the
Panthers. We
same
ain't talking about
speed.
no other team. We talk about the Panthers, bro.
You
It's your problem. You stuck on the, you reaching on another team. We talking about the Panthers,
XL
bro.
is faster than almost every cornerback
Bro, I'm talking about the Panthers. That's how we ain't on the same. We ain't talking about the same topic, bro. I'm talking about the Panthers. Fuck the Buccaneers. I don't care about them.
I mean,
I'm talking about the
you're
Panthers,
just
bro.
you're pointing out a narrative that was painted by the media. You have no basis across your
I'm talking about
fact.
the Panthers. I
You ain't got
have
no
based. I'm
facts.
talking
You ain't
about
got
the
no
Panthers. You
numbers.
talking
You ain't
about the
got none of that.
Buccaneers.
All you
What you
saying
talking
is,
about?
I'm just telling you that
Twan,
those dudes are
Yeah,
similar.
you got some
Drake
powerful
London and
leadership
Mike
going
Evans are
on.
similar in height to
yeah.
him, and they both run just about as ran 40 times about as fast as he did. That's what I was saying. And they get open in the NFL.
Y'all good now? Y'all need a cigarette?
Bro, let that man talk, bro. He on a whole different subject, bro. I'm talking about the Panthers.
A shot, maybe.
A shot. That's what I was thinking too. AC.
I was going stronger than a cigarette.
I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not in my feelings.
Double. Nobody said you was in your feelings. We just trying to
Roman
get an icebreaker.
He does that, man. You got to mind him sometimes. That's what he like to do. He like to go to somebody's Tinder dick, bro. Cool, what? This is a conversation, bro. Anybody care about you? Your point, bro. What's wrong with buddy, man?
He also looked for gaps in the defense, and he also said, so if Bryce get the time,
Bryce has time. Anyone worrying about Bryce not getting time
some of
needs
the
to
highest
relax.
time last year in the NFL.
The first year he wasn't getting no damn time.
I don't know.
No,
I mean, he had some pretty good time. 2.9,
last year he had enough
is
time.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
He 2.9 is pretty good when the NFL average. When the NFL average is 2.5.
And another
2.9 is pretty good.
way of addressing that is to simply say this: Bryce doesn't have offensive line issues any longer. That excuse is out the door.
So anybody who's saying that we got offensive line issues is didn't watch football last year.
Okay, I think I got you, Swam. You tell me what you think, bro. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's a surprise.
I revealed to you the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh shit!
Them dirty ass birds.
Pretty easy. Emory Jones is gone.
Okay, let me get his ass out of here. Yellow for him.
Yeah, he gone.
The whole team gone.
You wish,
the whole team home.
You wish, Nick.
You damn right I wish.
Yeah, Elijah Dotson is gone because Nate.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do each position at the same time. I'm gonna got yours.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No, you got it. You got it.
Let's flex.
Them colors so people can know who the hell them bums is.
Yeah, you got to put them names black.
Let me just go ahead and change that.
Yeah, put them names in black, bro.
Yeah, Nick like that. Tell me, let the whole team be gone. Okay, Nick.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, I'm always praying for y'all's downfall.
Y'all can't wait for me to talk about Morgan Fox, I'm sure. But that's okay too.
You heard me?
Oh yeah.
I'm always praying for y'all downfall. I listen, but I ain't gonna wish no injuries on y'all. I'd rather y'all just say I'd rather y'all financially fall apart.
Well, they gonna happen. They gonna happen
anyway.
anyway.
Black shit for us, bro.
Black shit going to the practice squad.
Claire?
I'm not sure. I actually was going to say he was going to get cut, but I guess we need a guy on the practice squad.
I'm saying he's getting cut.
All right. Well,
I'm saying cut.
Petey, are you a Panther tonight or a Falcon? I mean, I got to check with you.
Damn, Twan. That's just.
Hey, man.
It's true.
Man. I'm a Panthers fan, but at the same time, it's just like that first game we play in Atlanta Falcons. They coming for blood, bro. So
yeah, okay.
I got my money on. I got the money against the Panthers on that one. So
I know that. And that blood gonna be for the red feathers.
So this what I don't get, Petey, and I'm gonna speak up about this.
I'm sorry, Petey. Who we keeping Raheem or what? I got him cut too.
Raheem Blackshear. Oh no, he cut, bro. He it's chicken and pasta for him.
Three people said his ass is cut. He out of there.
Yeah,
Chicken and pasta.
I'm
he had
fine with
voted
that.
off the island.
I did say he was getting demoted off of the off of the 53. I just didn't say.
All right, so you guys are joining us, man. We got the brother Red Swarm over here, and Swarm has been kind to give us an inside scoop on what he think the Falcons is going to do. So we got his roster up as well. He's already gone over here with his running backs. Let me go back to Swarm's.
So what did y'all do last year? Did y'all keep all three? Did y'all keep all three of y'all's quarterbacks on the active roster?
No. We had Penix and Cousins, and we had shit, I
Yeah, so
can't
you
even
got to put
remember his
that other one
name
on.
now. Yeah.
Ethan Stick on to the practice squad.
Yeah, he's on the practice squad.
Hey,
Easton
hey,
Stick.
Red.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, can you please? Did y'all play terribly last year against us?
Oh no, not at all.
That was fairly a decent close game, right? At one point.
Yeah, it went to overtime.
All right. What was missing out of y'all game?
We ain't talking about that shit.
Well, yeah. Oh, I don't even know why we listen to this shit.
What was missing? What was missing out of that game when we played y'all?
Darnell Mooney was missing. That was a big missing piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 1,000-yard receiver.
Okay, so you a Falcon tonight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In your defense, right? Your defense kind of impaired on paper, right?
Oh, ass. Yeah.
They improved, right? They improved on paper, right?
Oh yeah, tremendously.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you got to put Easton Stick to the practice squad, man.
Hold on. Let me find this.
Green. Okay.
I hope I didn't get rid of it because I feel like I was going to need it again.
My point is, Red Swarm is, bro, it ain't going to be as an easy game as people think it's going to be. Yeah, did we improve? Of course we did. On paper, we both did. But one thing for sure, it's going to be a close game. And it's the hype of that game is two teams that know each other. It's in the same division. It's a divisional game. Yep. It's always a tough game, bro. It's to be honest with you,
the I-95 rivalry, bro.
It's a 50-50, really and truly, but really and truly, the favors lie in the Falcons.
Me and Red brought the hard cold facts. The hard cold facts is that neither one of those teams have swept each other.
It's a split
in like 5 seasons.
There ain't gonna be no damn split this year.
we know you gonna say that because you bet on it.
Yeah, he ain't got no choice but to say that. But that bet's gonna be settled week 1.
You gotta live in the bed that you. You gotta live in the bed that you made.
All right, let's move on, man. Y'all starting to cackle like some hens and some shit now.
But you missed that one. You missed that one.
As far as running backs, we keeping Tuba, we keeping Rico Dowdle, Trevor Etienne will all make the team. We're going to our next row wide receivers: Ted, Jalen Coker.
This where it gets tough for y'all.
TJ Luther gets cut.
TJ Luther is either practice squad or he's gone.
No, he's getting cut.
He gone.
He's cut.
Gone. He gone.
Barbecue meal, dude. Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put that.
On average, we have 3 wide receivers on the practice squad.
Yeah.
And I've already got the 3 who will probably be on it.
Barbecue chicken for Lucas.
Dan Chisena is going to be practice squad.
I'm going to do this for right now, bro. Listen. I'm going to do that for right now.
Dan
What the heck does that mean?
We don't know if Jalen Coker's going to make this team.
You think
Jalen Coker's going to make this team?
Okay.
Jalen Coker's going to make this team.
For who, Twan? For who?
I'll leave it out there.
Who? Oh, why would you? He literally played his ass off.
Let me do something else. Let me do something else real quick.
David Moore ain't going nowhere?
That's what I was going to ask y'all. Who is, to y'all, in y'all,
that's what he keeps saying.
In y'all's opinion,
we'll come back to that.
Who had a better season? And I'm not a Panther fan. I'm not a Panther, but I'm gonna just say this: the youth. I think you take Jalen Coker over David Moore. Now, y'all, that's y'all's team.
Not me.
Y'all may know this better than I do. But man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I had respect for Coker when I saw him in that game against us, man. I had not seen him play.
No.
That kid got talent, man. He catches the ball and he can get yak. He's a force to bring
North to
down.
south. He gets north to south as soon as he catches the ball.
I don't agree with
All
that.
right, so Jimmy
Twan.
Horn.
Jimmy Horn making the
He is
team.
making the team. He's making the team.
Yes, this motherfuckers will think he ain't. So all right, so
Well,
we
he
could
can
agree.
make it as special teams, can he?
So TJ Luther ain't gonna. He ain't gonna.
Bye bye.
No.
Chicken and pasta. Chicken and
Thielen.
pasta.
Thielen
might be
staying where
traded.
he at.
Really?
He might be trade bait.
Okay.
No.
Listen,
They just gave
Hunter,
they just gave him a raise. They're not going to do that.
I'm gonna hush and
Hunter
let y'all
Renfro.
handle this.
Yes.
Listen,
Trade bait.
Ted.
Nick, yes or
Yes.
no, man? Stop trying to do these damn
Yes or
stuff.
no on Adam Thielen? That's not a question.
On Hunter
Hunter
Renfro.
Renfro.
Hunter Renfro's making the team.
He what?
He's making the team.
All right.
You got two old ass motherfuckers making team.
Huh?
Oh God, here we go again.
One of these old motherfuckers gonna have to go, bro. One of these motherfuckers gonna have to go. They can't be both.
Hey. So Hunter Renfro's an old motherfucker. How old is Hunter Renfro?
Old as fuck. Old enough to be in the league for more than 6 years. Old as fuck. He can go.
He's still in his 20s, so he's old
He
as
can
fuck.
go.
Huh?
He can still go.
What about
And
Dan?
did he play last year?
Practice squad.
Yeah, Dan Chenna's going to the practice squad. I agree with that.
He's got way too much speed. They'll elevate him if need be.
Kitty, you wrong. Kitty, you're wrong. He is not 31. He's 29.
His old ass can go. He bald. He old.
You say he looked 31.
I'm talking about Dan. Fuck my pity.
Dan Chenna, we think he's going to the practice squad.
Practice squad.
Xavier Legette.
He's making the team.
Making the team.
Playing, Twan. Stop playing. Man.
You asking questions that you already know the answer to.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been hearing some different shit, man. David Moore.
Been dropping balls lately. Chicken or pasta?
I think he'll either be practice squad or he's going to get cut. I'm not sure which.
I got David Moore.
He ain't going to the practice squad.
He ain't. David Moore. Did y'all look? I'm
he
not
dropped a lot of passes last year, Twan. Stop playing with him.
He caught a lot of timely passes too, bro.
Did y'all give him any money in the offseason? Did y'all up his money in the offseason?
I mean, there's also
Bryson, before we come back though, what about Bryson Tremaine?
Cut.
Chicken or pasta?
And I don't know why Kobe Hudson is cut. I've got him making the practice squad. I was never asked.
Kobe George?
Nick, what do you got? Cut or practice squad for Kobe Hudson?
Kobe Hudson going to the practice squad.
Petey, Kobe Hudson, man, cut or practice squad?
Practice squad. He got some promise to him.
Damn. Well, you don't want to hang on to these.
They out.
We're not hanging on. We're not hanging on to them. We, on average, keep 3 wide receivers on the practice squad. Why, I don't know, but we do. There it is.
This motherfucker get hurt easily. And that turf is something you can't gamble with on that turf that we have. That turf is serious.
All right, so what do y'all want to say about this wide receiver room before we let Swarm pick his people?
Well, the people in white, like, what are we doing? What does that mean?
It means we're gonna come back to it and
okay.
Well, put David Moore in white then. That's the case. Put David Moore in white.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want your guy to be in white.
I put him in white.
I say, nah, I ain't doing this shit.
David Moore was a beast for us last year. He was a beast for us. I ain't say he was a beast. But Jalen Coker, didn't Jalen Coker have more yards than him?
No, man.
Sure
listen, when what's the name? When
and he's younger.
That was a yes or no question, Twan. Not an explanation. That was a yes or no question. Not an explanation.
When Thielen went out, David Moore was Bryce's favorite target.
Twan, I don't want to piss you off, Twan, but I seen PFF do their analysis for your team coming into the season, and Fox Sports, and they both have Jalen Coker figuring in prominently as one of the receivers to get
All
more
right,
time
man.
to
I'll
sort
put
of
the
pay. I'm
motherfucker
just
in,
saying.
man. Shit.
I'm just saying.
They probably will let this motherfucker make the team anyway, man.
Hey,
We always
yo,
standing out sick.
you've been trying to get rid of Jalen Coker for the last month.
I don't know, man. Listen, check this out. Look, let's go. Look, I'm going to Swan, then we'll come back, man. All
Yeah,
right,
this is
Drake
easy.
London.
This easy. So
All
my
right,
3 starters is there. My backups are Kadero Hodge. He's gonna be there. Casey Washington is gonna be there, and Nick Nash is gonna be there. Jamal Agnew is gonna be special teams. We only carry 6 receivers on our 53 active.
wait, hold up. So 1, 2.
That's
So
6.
damn.
They like Jamal Agnew, but he's going to be primarily special team. They're going to keep him on the 53 by having him stashing him as a special teams player. He's our kick returner.
Yeah, he's staying.
Yep.
What about what you doing with Chris Blair and David Sills? They cut.
Chris Blair will be on the practice squad. And they like Makai Polk. He'll be on the practice squad.
I ain't never heard of these motherfuckers.
Well,
all right, what about Dylan Drummond?
Oh, he cut. Jesse Matthews gone.
David Sills.
He gone.
So y'all just gonna let him sit out there and practice and don't tell him, huh?
Well, no. They need some camp bodies. So it's football. Jesse Matthews, he gone.
Damn.
But you know what? You over here talking all this crap, but you tried to do the same thing to our guys.
Twan don't even know these players. Twan don't even know these damn players.
Hey, look, but look, that motherfucker, that man saying, "Damn, man, fuck you, Red."
Yeah.
Fuck him out
I
here.
bet not see your ass in Target. That's what he's saying.
He already had the colors on, bro. I'm gonna tell you that.
Exactly.
Y'all horrible, bro. Y'all horrible.
They gotta go. They gotta go.
Tommy Tremble,
Yeah.
Jatavian Sanders, Mitchell Evans,
and Mitchell Evans, Dominique. He's going to the practice squad. Or
yeah, I got practice for him. What you got, Claire?
I mean, it's either practice squad or cut, and if we don't put him on the practice squad, we've got no tight ends. I don't know if that matters, so I guess practice squad.
I mean, we got to have somebody in case one of these motherfuckers drop. Damn, how'd we go from damn near 8 tight ends a couple of years ago?
Because Frank Reich is an idiot. He's the one that we literally have 5 tight ends at the beginning of the year. Didn't use not nary one of them.
And didn't cut none of them.
That shit was crazy, man.
When I saw that, I was like, what were we doing?
Kyle Pitts. Y'all keeping Charlie Warner?
Oh yeah. He's back.
What about Franks?
So I think Felipe is going to be a practice squad because he can be an emergency quarterback for you.
I figured he'd be special teams for y'all because that's where he thrived with us.
Yeah.
That one ain't. Yeah, he's gonna be y'all. I think that man gonna be your gunner.
We drafted Felipe Franks out of college, man. So he's been here before. But yeah, Claire is right. He's gonna be on special teams. Now who you don't
hold on. Y'all keeping Easton Stick?
Yeah, it's our third quarterback. He's on practice squad.
And y'all keeping Carlos Washington Jr.?
He's a running back.
Right. I'm saying you keeping him.
Yes.
Yeah, they need 3 running backs.
Gotcha.
Who you don't see? You see this Tegan whatever the fuck that is. He's not gonna be on the practice squad. We got the tight end out of South Carolina.
Oh
Simmons.
God, you got Joshua Simon.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Damn it,
ma'am.
all to hell, Red.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. And before the season is over with, they're saying he's probably going to be split in time with Cal Pitts, man.
of course he is.
Y'all got who?
Joshua Simon. He's the South Carolina tight end. He did fairly well at his combine, I must admit.
Hey, AC, I ain't mad at all with the pickups that they made in our free agency and
I'm
undrafted
sure.
free agents. They,
Y'all
but
keeping
see,
them?
oh
Swarm?
hell yeah, yeah.
I just added them to your roster.
Yeah, and actually, I don't think they're gonna put him on our practice squad because they're not gonna risk letting him get picked up, man. Because we know that either if we don't trade Kyle Pitts, he's gonna walk next year. So, and this kid right here has all the tools, man.
Okay.
They've been talking hellacious good shit about him in training camp, man. Joshua Simon, I like him.
You got all the tools, but he fourth string. Okay. I mean, dare to be different.
Sometimes you got to start there, Twan.
Dare to be different.
I mean, Jalen Coker worked his way up from there. Who's to say it can't happen?
I mean, look, we throw shots, bro. So
It's all good.
just
It's
take
all
that
good.
one.
I know how to bob and weave. I'll take it.
Take that one right there. Oh, I forgot to add this for you.
I have seen worse on my team, so hey, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you good with this Excel shit, ain't you?
Yeah, I use it at work.
Yeah, I kept a C in all my Excel.
Oh my goodness.
Formulas is what.
Them formulas just would not work out for me.
Yeah, bro. It should be all over the place.
It's okay. They still kick my ass every time I try to use them at work.
I was like,
I always have
that
to
ain't good.
go back. I always have to go back through notes from not even work, just in general from
And
college and
AC, the
shit.
people who
It's
piss
so
me off,
bad.
the people who piss me off are the ones who just know this shit and they just moving stuff and clicking and copying and pasting and moving. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
It's just
Hey,
us using it all the
Listen,
time.
I'm gonna let you know something, Red.
yeah,
Red.
yeah,
This is in the computer field.
yeah,
This is a special talent, man. I'm talking about ridiculously talent, man. Like
I
I
believe it.
can't even. I'll be honest with you. I don't even because Excel basically was the birth of databases, and
Yeah,
so like these mothers, I was like I cannot do half of the stuff that these people be doing. I'd be like because I get annoyed with it. I'm like, man, this is dumb.
yeah.
Why it ain't doing exactly what I so
Because you didn't put
Fuck with
something
it all
in
the time.
right for it to communicate to something else. That's why.
Fucks up the whole sheet.
All right, so we're going to left tackle. Well, yeah,
holding
we got two of
holding.
them.
You said holding.
You're not wrong though.
Left tackle.
Holding
Yeah, he's saying
offense. It's
holding.
Y'all
Yes,
wrong
Yeah,
for
no,
that.
I love
a
these
left
brothers.
tackle. He's staying, man.
Y'all
He's
wrong for
staying.
saying.
that.
Brady Christensen is one hell of a piece, bro.
He's
All right,
staying.
Damian Lewis and Chandler Zavala ain't going nowhere. Austin Corbett and Cade Mays, they ain't
Not
going
going
nowhere.
anywhere.
Robert Hunt,
Not going nowhere.
Jatari Carter.
I
What else?
honestly feel like Luke Kandra could jump both of those guys.
Why you say that?
Luke
Just
Cambridge's pretty good, man. I don't think
he is.
I don't see if he goes to the practice squad. I don't believe him. I don't believe he survives the practice squad. I could see him jumping
He could if he. I mean,
Carter.
Jair Carter and Jarrett Kingston. They've been in before. They have not done well.
Well, guess
So
what, though? Let me tell y'all something I think y'all agree with, though. I don't give a fuck who goes down here. Right here. Let me put this up. Right here.
okay.
I want to highlight that.
Okie dokie.
Hold on.
But
I
hold
don't
on,
care who.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I don't care who goes down here with these guys. Right here. even regards to those backups, because I feel like if any one of these guys, man, I'm putting no. Fuck, I
I
got
was
the
about to say,
tank.
what are we?
Andrew
Well,
Tate.
you
Yeah,
got to think
you.
about
Hey,
it.
DC,
I was thinking
is
about
that
it.
the kid that played
That's that
at
they
Newark
sell.
at Cincinnati?
Yes, sir. It is.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he's a dog.
He's a
Oh shit, I
dog.
wanted
Yeah.
him.
He,
But look,
the fact
look
Yeah.
that
though.
Luke, I believe.
he was not he had never he didn't even go undrafted in a lot of mock drafts by so many analysts and so many of
Yes,
us too. Like a lot of us
Yeah.
I
had
didn't
us
know y'all
drafting Luke
had him.
Kendra in the
I
4th or
did
5th
not know
round.
y'all had him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Luke Kendrick. I believe I believe he is gonna be the backup right tackle. I mean, right guard
But see,
by the end of the season. By the end
what
of
I
the.
believe, what I believe is out of these guys right here, Kim McCornu, Damian Lewis, Austin Corbett, Robert Hunt, Taylor Moton. What I believe is that if any of those guys go down, before they go with any of their backups, I think this guy right here, Brady Christian, is going to take over whoever the fuck goes down
Well,
first.
he's a swing lineman, so naturally
Taylor
He's a
Moton.
swing lineman. Yeah. So yeah. So Brady Christensen's
Taylor
We'll
going
go
Moton
in
to him
go
anyway.
first.
Well,
He's
no, hold
invaluable
on.
because he plays
I'm
every
not
position,
gonna
buddy.
say I ain't gonna say that because
He can
Yash went
play
in.
every position, bro.
Yash went in to tackle. Yash went in at tackle before he went in.
that
Yeah.
is
So
true.
Yash
Taylor
went in
Moton
to
go down
tackle
first.
before he went in. Now, if the left tackle goes down, Brady Christensen's going in. But Yash went in when Moton went down. Oh boy went in there
Yeah,
before
Yosh or
Christensen.
Yosh, yeah.
Hmm,
Taylor Moton goes down before anybody.
that's odd.
Hmm. The Army, look, the dude that don't be giving up no damn
Well,
sacks is
it's
Brady
not
Christian.
necessarily odd, Red. I think the reason why that happened too is because Corbett went out early again. So we were trying to figure out between Cade Mays and Christensen
Okay.
who
Wasn't
could who
K Mays hurt at the beginning of the season? Ain't that
he
why
was.
Christensen?
Yeah, he
Isn't
No,
that
it
why
was.
was
Christensen?
Brady. It was Brady who was hurt.
Who would
Brady
get
was
time
hurt.
at center?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brady was hurt at one point.
Hey, Mays got injured
No,
at
I'm
one
talking
point
about
too, didn't
no. When Corbett went down, Brady took over because Cade Mays was hurt.
Oh, you're right. I don't remember. I just thought, okay, well
he? He
maybe
right.
you're
I
right.
think
He
no,
right.
I'm saying when we went into the season, Cade Mays was nicked up, and
When
then
Corbett went
Austin
out,
went
the only
down
option was Brady Christensen.
was Brady Christensen. So I think
Gotcha.
that was
Twan, I
Yeah.
don't think Claire is going to agree with you having Luke Kendra as a cut candidate.
No, I
no,
just put that up there
hell
for now.
no.
Change it.
Oh, okay.
He just put it there
Luke,
for
And Nick
now.
either. Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
All right, so
And
for
what I would hope is that y'all cut him. Go ahead and cut him and watch what happens. Cut him and watch
so
what happens.
as far as Jatire Carter and
long as he
Josh,
don't end up a Falcon, I'm okay with it.
Oh shit.
are we keeping both of those?
No, I
Who?
think Jaitier Carter and Jarrett Kingston.
Yes, we carried 10 last year. We carried 10 last year.
Yeah, but I think Luke Kandra's going to jump them both. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I maybe I shouldn't have so much faith, but it's just from watching him. I don't feel like Jaitier Carter and Jarrett Kingston, even though they've been in the NFL, I don't think they've ever been starters. And
No,
I've
oh,
seen
I didn't hear
Jarrett
what you
Kingston.
said. I didn't hear the question.
Oh, they
Yes, I
rotational
believe
pieces.
that.
Talking,
I believe those two that you got in green ain't the ones that's gonna be in green.
all right, listen, right now I'm just talking about Jaitier Carter. Yes or no?
It's
No.
if Jaitier makes anything, it's going to be practice squad.
Nick,
yeah, practice squad.
Yeah.
Petey,
Water boy.
Damn.
Jarrett Kingston cut or you keeping him or cut?
I would cut him.
Nick,
I don't see the point in keeping two right guards on the practice squad.
we can't
Yeah.
keep all these motherfuckers. Nick, who you
Jared
want?
Kingston.
I'd cut him.
I would prefer. I would cut Jared and put what you call in blue. We carried 10 last year on the active roster.
So put Jarrett Kingston in red and put Luke Kandra in blue is what you're saying?
Yes.
Bro, look, check this out. Look, man, I got it. We're just concentrating on Jarrett Kingston right now.
Red. Cut.
Red,
Nick.
cut him.
Hey, damn, you talking about other players that we ain't got to yet. It's a method to the madness, bro.
Okay.
I don't know shit about Luke Kandra, so I'm taking your word for it if y'all saying keep.
That kid's a monster. He
Yeah,
might end up being.
he's legit.
I see him making it. If not, he will be on the practice squad and he will probably get swiped up by
Oh,
somebody.
he will. AC.
What
That
about
dude is
Brendan
legit, man.
Walton
Cut.
and Michael Tarquin?
Practice squad. Brandon, yeah, there you go.
You know, they getting y'all ass up out quick, fast, in a hurry. This year, last year, motherfuckers were scrambling. I don't know, and Swarm.
Yo, so
Start
obviously
with your left tackle, Storm Norton.
you keeping him on the active because he
All right.
swings. He's a swinger.
Jack Nelson.
Practice squad.
And Killian Zaire.
You can cut him.
Zaire.
Yeah, you can cut him. Yeah.
Y'all cut colors is lemon.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that damn lemon, bro.
Because of the red. There you go.
Hey, Elijah Wilkinson.
Elijah Wilkinson, we keep him. Yep, he's a good backup veteran.
What about Joshua Gray?
Joshua Gray, we're keeping him. But we're gonna have to put him on practice squad. But I think he's gonna have to be moved up some kind of way.
He's a good one. He's y'all's rookie, right? From Oregon
ma'am.
State.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So Javon Gwynn? Yeah, he's gonna be my backup center.
And
unless Joshua Gray takes that from him.
Matthew
That's what I'm saying.
Cindric.
I hadn't really watched him that closely, so if you got him just numerically ahead of Michael Gonzalez, then make Cindric my practice squad. I hate that I don't have more intel on him, but
shit, I don't got intel on some of them dudes we talking to. I want to know the film that they looking at.
Now you can go look at Kendra. You can go look at Kendra. His film. I ain't.
I did film on. I watched film on Kendra.
Henson.
Yeah, we keep him as Lindstrom's backup. He's good.
Brandon Parker.
Yeah, he can rock. He's good backup.
Tyrone Wheatley.
Yes, he would be my practice squad dude. And Jordan Williams can get bounced.
Damn. I try to get them to keep your ass, Jordan.
Hey, you'll get 20,000 for the off season. He'll get 20,000 for the preseason. That's good enough.
All right, so look, this is what we did last year, and this is what where people got caught. So let's go ahead and close out on this thing now with Hunter Renfrow and David Moore.
Yeah, y'all got to settle that.
Hold up, 1, 2, 3.
David Moore gone. Hunter Renfrow staying.
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 quarterbacks.
Wide receivers. 1, 2,
sorry.
4, 5. Okay, and y'all think we're gonna keep 6 or 7?
It could be either or, Swan.
I'm just gonna assume 7.
I'm going. I have heard 7. I've also heard 6.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
But the last 3 seasons we have started off with 6.
Yeah, the reason why I'm saying 7 is because we don't have all these backup positions like we had too, as far as left tackle, left guard, all that shit.
Twan, not to cut you. Could we put Jimmy Horn in that purple? Because won't he probably be more special teams anyway? At first, I'm not saying he won't get reps.
Yeah, at the beginning.
I'm ready to go right now.
I feel like that's what, if I remember, I know that's what Canales had been saying, is that he was going to help out with special teams, him and ETN both.
Now,
and that's what I've been reading. AC that
he's still going to get reps, on the actual. Yeah,
he ready right now.
I bet he is.
But that Florida accent, I'm ready to play right now.
Right now. I'm ready right now.
He's
I'm
so
ready right
funny
now.
though.
I don't know about that big
Wow.
kick.
I remember when they were asking all the rookies when they were coming into the field to practice to do their like I guess their version of like a panther growl, and he literally went like this, and it was like, what the fuck? He had me rolling. I was like,
That's that Florida, that's that
y'all
Florida
Florida
horrible,
boy
boy.
man.
right there. That's
You
that
said I'm a
Florida boy.
Florida boy. Florida.
Florida boy.
he
Hey,
was
look,
funny.
man. Hunter
Just
Renfro,
put them both in blue,
David
Twan.
Moore. Hunter Renfro, David Moore, and Jacoby George.
Oh, I got Jacoby
Jacoby
George
can go.
Jacoby George is balling.
is
That's
falling
boy.
or
Well, he can go.
balling.
He can ball
Balling.
on the practice. He can ball
I
ball
haven't heard
in the
anything
practice
about
squad.
Jacoby George. I haven't heard anything about. I know he came from Miami, but I haven't heard anything about him since he's been here.
Because you ain't heard it.
Has anyone else?
But he's
Nick?
talented. He's speedy too.
I don't care.
He's speedy too.
Yeah,
So
but
y'all have. So you would have Jacoby George making it over Hunter Renfro or David Moore.
I'm not going. Over David Moore, yeah. Over David Moore, yes.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I think PD will agree. If you like Jimmy Horn, bro, then you gonna love Jacoby George.
I'm telling you. Watch that man tape. Yes, there's a reason why he failed, but he didn't get the respect he deserved. But go look at that man tape. It says it all. That man talent.
All right, so listen, Hunter Renfro.
So basically, what you're saying. So I don't. I mean, I think Hunter Renfro is going to stay because I think he's going to eventually take over for Adam Thielen.
Adam
Man,
can't stay. Adam
we're
can't
talking
stay
about
healthy,
a
bro.
year after. We talking about this year.
I mean, at the end of the day, the dude doesn't do anything but get open in the
I
end zone.
know this. I mean, I said it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing, you ain't gonna just keep him because of what he gonna do next year.
I mean,
No, I've heard a lot about Hunter
You
Renfro in
want him to do some
practices.
shit this year.
I've heard more about Hunter Renfro than I have Jacoby George in practice.
Me
but
too.
Okay.
I've heard that he's moving like he was moving in 2021.
Then we'll make it simple. Now is it going to be Jacoby George making it over David Moore or vice versa?
That's the argument.
And
For me,
you can take George. I'm okay with that.
Just because of the knowledge of Canal as a system, I would say David Moore would make it over George. That's me. That's my vote. It would be David Moore.
I'm not picking Jacoby George over David Moore.
I still think Jacoby George because we do it every year. We have 3 wide receivers. He'll be practice squad.
Don't worry, I'll do it for y'all. I'll pick Jacoby over David Moore. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, you bet outnumbered.
Because really and truly, he dropped a lot of balls last year. So did Xavier Leggett as well too. Money balls.
David Moore also caught a lot of balls in the end zone too.
No, you saving his ass. That bro, you dropped more than he caught. Towards the end, he faded out all last year. By the end of last year, he faded out.
No, he didn't.
He fizzled out. Yes, he did. He was dropping them at the end of the year.
All right, so listen, man. Let's count them up. On offense, 1 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 so far on the offense.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, we could come back and play with some shit if we have to. But let's start on the defense, bro.
That's where you're interested in right here.
This is going
not really. I don't think this is going to be as interesting as y'all think. Just watch.
I think this one easy. I think this one might be easier than the other.
This might a little bit
we might end up keeping some people just because of lack of depth, is what I'm saying. Because we won't have an option. That's my point.
I mean, safety. There's no argument about safety by no means.
That was kind of my point, Petey. That's mainly where I was, and linebacker too, for that matter. Shit.
Yeah. Safety. Hey, that one that we brought is a dog from the Raiders, but he's a dog.
Well, I'm not talking about the starters, Petey.
Okay, my fault.
I said depth. When we start questioning depth, there's gonna be some people who are gonna be like, they shouldn't even be on this team, but I guess we have to keep them.
Do y'all need a cigarette now?
The rotation piece.
We're not even arguing, but
at all.
No. Sometimes you could just blow it away, though. You know. Hey, look, that shit was so loaded.
Oh my
Hey,
God,
Derek Brown, Derek Brown, LeBron Ray. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hope LeBron Ray don't make this team, man. I said it.
I don't think anyone after Derek Brown they're gonna have to though, I guess, unless they move Crumity around. I don't think anyone after
I
Brown makes
hope
this
they move
team.
Crumity around, bro.
I just don't. I feel like they would move Ashawn to being behind Brown and then have Crumity come in behind Turk, if I'm being honest.
Anybody disagree?
No.
no.
I'm not a big fan of LeBron
Get
Ray.
Hell no, this shit easy, man. They all
Shot
gone.
Total, bye.
Side total is gone too.
Bye.
Thank you. I thought I was going to argue with y'all about that shit.
Everybody, we got Cam, we got a
Jackson
rookie.
I think Cam Jackson is going to be light years better than Shy Total.
Bye,
It's not that hard to do either, but
yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. It ain't looking too good for other than Crumity.
All right, so I'm gonna just do those first two. Hey, Swarm, we coming back to you.
Shit, he might as well cut all his daggone.
All right, Swarm, we got let me see. All right, Morgan Fox.
Quad.
Is Swarm still here?
Yeah, he is. He's just on mute. Swarm.
I'm here. Yeah, I was letting y'all have fun, man.
All right, we on your little raggedy ass defense. What you gonna do, bro?
Yeah. So
good God.
Let's see.
You keeping Morgan Fox, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping
What about
Morgan
Zach Harrison?
Fox. Yeah, I'm keeping Zach Harrison. He's probably gonna be a starter. Simeon Barrow, he goes to the practice squad.
Damn.
He's out of Miami.
Hey, at least he getting checks.
Oh, yeah.
Stop crying, Barrow. You gonna get a check, bro.
Those tackles.
This is a tough one with LaKale London because he's our biggest, heaviest guy. And they don't have these actually listed right. This is a 3-4, but with more of a 4-3. But hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Man, y'all are officially a 3-4, man.
I can work with this.
We play out of the 4-3 mostly too, but
yeah. Shit. I hadn't really thought about what we're gonna do because we only gonna carry 6 D linemen. So
what about your nose tackle?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Aurora. We just call him Roop, like y'all know we do.
What about Kentavious Street?
Oh, he's gonna be there, but that's gonna be a battle between him and LaKale. I'll put LaKale on the practice squad right now. Not so sure about it. It might be Street. With Brandon Dorless, they've been our defensive line coach has really been talking him up. He may see a lot of rotation and he could push the start. But I'll put Taquan Graham as a practice squad and leave the other 6 as first and second team.
Practice squad the shit out y'all, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, that's what's about to happen. They ain't got no choice.
Yeah. So that's the D line.
All right, so let's go back and finish our D line up. Tershawn Wharton.
He's good.
Ashawn Robinson.
He's good.
Jaden Kermit.
He's also good.
He's decent.
Yeah, Harrison Hunter is
out of here.
He's I think the only person if I'm being honest, we're gonna have to have somebody on practice squad. So who is it gonna be? LeBron Ray and Shy Tuttle?
Shy's not going to practice squad. He gonna try to go somewhere else, bro.
No, Shy White told him to take a pay cut. He ain't going nowhere.
Oh damn.
Charles Johnson.
Yeah, that's right. I don't even know why we got that motherfucker down as a cut. They ain't cutting him.
That probably going to practice squad.
Charles Johnson.
No, he
Well,
ain't
with
going.
what with what with what
He
with
just
what
gonna
they
be over
with
there.
as little as they're paying him, it's pretty much a practice squad paycheck anyway. It literally is.
But he ain't practice squatting though.
So Cam Jackson ain't going nowhere. We are not putting Cam Jackson on no practice squad.
Cam
You
Jackson
can't.
will get more.
You can't.
Cam Jackson's going to get more rotation time than Shy will. Shy has been so disappointing.
Dude, Shy Tuttle is going to the practice squad or he's getting cut. It's one or the other.
So we'll move. So we'll move Cam to the second, and we'll put Title in third.
Tuttle was going to the practice squad or he's getting cut. I cannot see us carrying him on this roster. He got screwed as soon as they drafted Cam Jackson. It was over with.
Motherfucker came over trying to give Derek Brown advice and shit. Man, get the fuck away from me, man. That's probably why he got hurt. All the shitty ass.
He's going to hell, bro. That's why he got hurt. Because John Tuttle told him game for the fight.
Yeah, man. You know how we saw him in the motherfuckers was talking about high praising him too, and then that blueprint, man. That's leadership. That's probably how he got fucking hurt. Listening to Shot Tuttle's ass, bro.
I would just put Ray on the practice squad.
Practice squad.
Yeah. We can't not have defense on the practice squad, or defensive line, excuse me.
But who on the
LeBron Ray? We can't cut everybody and have no DTs on practice squad.
Yeah, Poe is an obvious cut because he's on IR already.
I still think it's going to be him and Shot Tuttle on practice squad. I don't care if he took a pay cut or not. I'm sorry. I'm just being.
What about Jared Harrison Hunter?
He's gonna be on. He gonna have to be on the. He either gone or he going on the practice squad.
I don't know enough about him. He's either going to be practice squad or he's getting cut.
That motherfucker's out of here.
So we got LeBron Ray, and that's it.
Here goes a name that we keep running into: Amari Barno.
Honestly, I think it's either going to be practice squad or he goes. I don't know how he.
Nah, he's going.
His place.
No, what's called gone.
They're not gonna keep fucking around.
Sam Franklin's gone, so that's the gunner.
Yeah, Sam Franklin left. I forgot about it. They released him.
Pat Jones.
That's our gunner right there. He ain't gonna do nothing else, but he'd be a gunner.
Who, Pat Jones?
Over Prince?
And we all linebackers now, man. So
Presley? Where we at?
Linebacker / edge.
So who you talking about right now?
Pat Jones.
Pat Jones is staying.
All right. So all right, now straight up linebackers. I don't know why the fuck they got Christian Roseboom as a starter already. We don't know that shit.
I think it's just because he's a veteran. That's probably why.
Trevin Wallace. Oh, you can't make this shit up, bro. That linebacker shit looks bad, bro.
Josie Jewell? Come on. And Josie and Jason be number second. Tevin Wallace need to be third. Josie's a good rotational pit player. He ain't no. He started. He played decent, but he's not a starter like that. He's a rotational piece to me.
Who?
Josie
Trevor
Jewell.
Wallace. But man,
both of them is to me. I don't think Tevin Wallace is a real starter like that, man. To me.
So what about? So we'll go with Jacoby Windman.
Practice squad.
All right.
You think Tosivia get cut?
He just did that for now. I don't think Tua's. Here's the fun part. I don't see because I think I want to say special teams because that's where he thrived last year. So if we're going to keep him, he's going to be special teams.
Tosivia?
No, John Radigan. We had him on special teams last year. It's either that or it's these two young guys that are going to get, Tuasivia and Bam. You say that?
Stevie Nomura, bro, is a sticker, bro. I'm trying to tell you. If they let that man slip, boy, I don't know if it how his reading is, like if he able to grasp the playbook. But watching that man play, bro, is
listen, I just sent the thing to them. I told them, should we be sleeping on Tua CV? I'm only saying that because I'm looking at who else is at linebacker. I like Tua CV better than I like fucking Jacob Windman and John Raddick.
Well, and they're both on practice squad, and they're both. I mean, so right now there's nobody behind Christian Roseboom. So
I got this dude making the team. I'm sorry.
I've got him and Bam making the team.
I swear to you,
they focused a lot on Bam and Demetrius Knight when they were at the South Carolina pro day shit. I think there's your linebackers right there. It's Roseboom, Jewel, Wallace, Claudin, Tuasivi, and Bam.
Well, Suvi is something interesting to watch. I'd rather watch him over Tevin. Honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Sporting DJ Johnson. Y'all think DJ Johnson gonna make this team, bro?
No.
I
don't know how. He has been here for how long now?
3 years.
Feels like longer.
He can go.
Are we keeping Boog? I don't know anything about Boogie Bashman, bro.
He was a name at one point, but he's
washed up.
Yeah, he ain't done shit in the NFL, bro.
Out of here.
But he was a name. Him and his brother both, man. But
so, like Claire said, Warner, Pat Jones, Princely, Tershawn Ward, Nashawn Robinson, and Criminy, Josie Joe, Trevor Wallace, Claude Chills, and I don't know a whole lot about Claude either, but I've heard some stuff.
Who, Cheerless?
Yeah.
I mean, he was our highest graded linebacker last year.
Yeah, I mean that ain't saying much shit.
I know, but that's my point. I mean, it's like
I'm trying to get rid of the bullshit.
Y'all trying to get rid of Amari Bono. I'm telling y'all, Amari Bono gonna be a gunner.
Y'all carrying a lot of linebackers.
Let's go to Atlanta's linebackers.
Yeah, it'll be easier.
Leonard Floyd, and keeping Pierce. What about D'Angelo Malone?
Yeah, he won't last on the practice squad, but that's where I'm gonna have to. He'll be on a special teamer. Make him a special teamer.
All right.
Yeah. He did pretty good last year.
Your Caden Ellis, JD Bertrand, and you are keeping Caleb Johnson?
Nope.
What about Nick?
To cut him. You can go on and cut him too.
Damn. Let me get a 2-for-1 on y'all. Devon Diablo, Troy Anderson. Okay, Josh Woods.
Josh Woods was decent. I will put him on the practice squad.
Practice. Dang. Reality just hit me.
Oh yeah. Potential, as Nick likes to say, potential. They got to prove themselves.
You talking about James Pierce and Jalen Walker?
Hey, we had to do something. Walker, bro. We had to do something about their pressure, man. We had to do something about their pressure.
Hey, look, it hurts me to see him in those colors.
I'll be honest with you. I'm actually surprised that you got Jalen Walker in there before.
He gonna light Bryce the fuck up.
He gonna eat, bro.
He damn sure is, Petey.
He gonna light Bryce the fuck up.
He got to get the Bryce.
Oh, he gonna get him.
He gonna knock the silent rings out his ass.
Okay.
No, we ain't talking about that. We talking about he got to get through them daggone linemen.
He gonna get him.
You got to get past those linemen first, bro.
He gonna get him.
We ain't got no regular ass line, Petey.
I mean, when Bryce creep his little ass out from in that,
what is this motherfucker's name right here?
Arnold Ebiketie.
Okay, y'all keeping him?
Penn State. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a starter.
What about Braylon Trace?
Yeah, we keeping him.
I'm assuming Khalid Kareem.
Yeah, he gone.
Why y'all got to cut the Muslim brother though, man? Come on,
he he
He pray. That man pray
yeah.
5 times a day, man. Y'all on that book.
He should be praying 6 times maybe, but I don't know. He
Hey,
gone.
y'all got. So what y'all doing with the fake Lamar Jackson, bro?
Oh yeah, he gone too.
What about Natron Brooks?
I like Natron. He's gonna have to make it on the special team. Cause I like AC mentioned special teams. We should be running up the special teams count too, so we can get
Well,
to
the thing
53.
you do know, special teams is the motherfuckers on the team. Then
Yeah, but it's like you don't consider them your starters or your second string.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a spot.
That's why I said that about
Gonna be a
Amari
spot.
Brown.
Yep,
You got to have a gunner.
that's a fact.
I mean, that's gonna be a roster spot.
That's a fact.
Well, it's been a roster spot with Sam Franklin for years.
And a lot of times teams put their linebackers and safeties on their special team.
All right, we're gonna also hit up your safeties, Swan.
Oh yeah.
Jesse Bates, we know he's going nowhere. Fuller ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
DeMarco.
You can go on and swip that Xavier Watson,
So
Jordan
Xavier
Fuller.
Watson
They
about to be
already done
starting.
decided that shit. Yeah.
Jordan Fuller, if Jordan Fuller is their starter, hey, we need to throw on them all where he is all day.
Switch
Yeah, they got
Xavier Watson for who?
with Jordan Fuller on every Falcons site that I've seen where they have the starters, the lineup projected starters. They have him starting opposite Jesse Bates, man.
Okay.
You leave Jordan Fuller there, you asking to get thrown on.
Well, I'm not so low on Jordan Fuller just because he had a bad season with y'all. Will he return to the play that he gave the Los Angeles Rams? I think that's why Raheem went out and got him. But then they had the opportunity and they drafted Xavier Watts. So that's really what sealed his fate.
All right. Hold on, let me check the what's
It's like a 1 year, $3 million deal. So I mean, he's a veteran backup. That's good to have. Malik Verdon, I heard a little bit about him. He was undrafted. They say he's trying to show out in camp. So I'll say practice squad. If somebody takes him, then he's gone. Malik Verdon.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, one of y'all inside linebackers better be watching over their shoulders for Jalen Walker.
So let me read this Flame for Jesus for the $5 super chat. He said, "Get Shy Tuttle out of here. Ship him to Atlanta."
We don't.
So,
no sir, Flame. No sir, Flame.
Y'all can have him, bro.
Don't put that evil on us. Don't put
Bag
that
of
evil
chips.
on us.
Hey, just send us a bag of chips back.
No sir.
You know somebody that we got from y'all one time, man? Swarm. I was like, man, why did we get this?
The cornerback.
Fat ass dude.
we got
I know Dante Poe.
Yeah, Dontari Poe.
I'm like,
but
man,
he was good. He was good. He had made his money in KC. He was good.
Man,
with the Chiefs, man, for years.
That dude had the biggest ass in football, bro.
Yeah, he was a big bottom boy.
It was like we got him to clog up the middle and the line. He ain't clog up shit, but except his arteries when he's with us, bro.
Kept turning sideways.
I mean, what are you doing?
Motherfucker, just get in the gap and stay there. You know?
He ain't got to move no more after that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm hoping that freaking Bobby Brown do this year. Get in that gap and just stay there.
Let me get back.
I actually think that Billy Bowman, before the season is over with, I ain't gonna say right now.
Gonna be y'all starting.
Yeah. So since y'all like to I see that y'all do a lot of similarities. I've been seeing all kind of and I'll be quick with this one. So but we pretty much finished with the roster there, I think.
No, we ain't done with this shit.
Okay, all right. So
we ain't done with ours either, but
So
are you keeping DeMarco Helms, right?
Helms, yeah, we keeping DeMarco.
Malik Verdon.
I said I thought him to the practice squad. We'll see what happens.
All right. What y'all doing with Kobe?
Oh shit.
I know y'all ain't cutting Kobe, bro.
Oh fuck no, man. He gonna have to be. As a matter of fact,
Hope he might move up ahead
he
of
gonna
Philip.
make that 53, man. Yeah, they say he been showing out.
I
So
want to.
we just gonna keep him right there. We're not gonna let that. We're not gonna risk him.
I put him on your
So,
starting squad, man. What's up with Mike Ford?
oh, Mike Ford, you can cut him.
Damn,
My bad. Yeah, I just saw him. Yeah,
your ass is out of here, Mike.
yeah.
And Kevin King, bro.
I will try to see Kevin King as a. Let me count my corners right now, real quick, man. So 1, 2. Oh, Keith Taylor Jr. He's gone. You can cut him. I just saw him up there. He gets no play.
Is that dude that came from us?
Yes.
He gets no play. As a matter of fact, that's where Kobe's gonna be. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kevin King might
Hold on,
kind
let
of
me put
float
you.
around.
I'm gonna put the people on your team and
Yeah, thank you, sir. And that yeah, I like that.
You keeping Kevin King?
Oh no. I'm gonna say he's on the practice squad because he bounced back and forth in our practice squad last year. He's a veteran. He's been in the league for a while, man. So um, if nobody signs him, he's good backup, man.
You keeping Braylon Trice
Oh yeah.
and okay, hold on, let me get these people too.
Yeah, Braylon Trice. He's gonna be in the rotation. He was hurt last year for us, but they're gonna give him a chance to see what he's got. Brandon Dorlus.
Anybody in white that shouldn't be there?
Yeah, Brandon Dorlus needs to be in white. Brandon and Braylon, because they're gonna have to work them into the rotation. I got a lot of motherfuckers on here. I might have to come back to this. So
You're gonna have to
11,
cut some of these
12,
motherfuckers.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some cutting.
Braylon needs to be in white.
Yeah.
Braylon, okay.
Yeah.
I remember Obi Trice.
I don't know if Kentavious Street, I don't know if he makes it this year. I'll go ahead and I'll cut him because I think that Taquan Graham will make it over him, and I know LaKale London, they like him. So Kentavious Street, when we go back over there, you can cut him. We don't have to do it right now. Okay, there you go.
Kentavious Street, cut him.
Yeah, you can cut him.
I actually think you good numbers wise, Fred.
They're gonna have to make some tough decisions, bro. So shit, we might as well start now.
That's what we doing it, bro.
You're damn right, bro.
Stop making them decisions now, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know, you might come to practice. You might come back the next day, or you know.
I think well, you just got to get. You got to. The goal is to get
in your damn locker.
That's a
the
fact.
goal is to get to the goal is to get to
53.
50.
Hey, Swarm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Swarm,
Yeah,
look.
bro. Yeah.
Coach said he wants you to grab your playbook and meet him.
You know what that means, don't
Everybody know what that shit means, bro.
Hey,
You know,
Red,
hey, look,
Yes, ma'am.
on. I'm pushing over weights and everything on my way over there. Up there. Fuck this damn
does
Yes, ma'am, AC.
does LaCale need to be in black then with white,
Yes, he
or is he
does.
still
Yes, he does.
okay?
Yes, he does. Because he ain't going nowhere.
Man, you told me to cut that, put him on the practice squad.
Not
That-
LaKale. I said Kentavious and Taquan. They gone.
All right.
Yeah, that looks good.
Let's round us out. Safeties,
I'm gonna have
Trent
to come back
Morrig
and
and
cut a
Lakeman.
lot of people.
What's going on with Isaac Gifford?
How many you
Practice
got?
squad.
How many you got over there?
What we
Who,
doing with
me?
Isaac Gifford?
Me, Nick?
No, I will talk about it when we go back.
Yeah, I gotta go clean it up. Yeah.
Isaac Gifford is gone,
Practice
ain't he?
squad. I think practice squad.
Yep. Travian Thomas.
I don't think he makes it at all.
Cut. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Don't be shocked if Dan Morgan don't pull off getting Blackman to come over here, bro.
I still have that sitting and on like
That motherfucker is
I've got it pinned.
It can be done. We can afford him.
Yeah. If we cut Shy Tuttle, we can have a little extra, but what do I know?
Hell yeah, bro. Fuck that
That's
loyalty shit. He gone, bro. Sean Smith Wade keeping him. Caleb Evans. I'm gonna be honest. I got him and Corey Thornton cut.
Well.
Then who gonna roll behind JC?
One of these other motherfuckers, bro. Jack Henderson.
This is where Jack Henderson. He came from out of Minnesota. I actually watched a lot of tape on him. He'll either make the team or be practice squad. Him and Isaac Gifford are kind of in the same position where we just have a lot of lack of depth in this area. So it's like, you know,
What about, so are we keeping Shamar Bartholomew, MJ Devonshire, or Jatravius Broughton?
yeah, y'all keeping Bartholomew. Michael Penix likes him.
Broughton is gone.
Y'all didn't like my little joke.
Yeah, we take no attention.
What about Devonshire?
I mean, he actually came from. I can't remember. I think he came from the. Why do I want to say the Raiders?
I've heard that name. I think it was the Raiders. AC.
I mean, he's still very young. I don't even know if he was over there for a year or two, and then he came over here. He'll probably get cut if I'm being honest. I don't even know if they'll practice squad him.
Who's with the Raiders?
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean,
Who's with the Raiders?
he has experience.
Yeah. Well,
I looked into his stat line. He ain't got no fucking stats.
like I said, he was over there. He wasn't. I don't even think he was on the roster. If I'm being honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he just came from over there.
Maybe it's another Devonshire that's been in the league.
His ass out of here.
And you know what? I don't understand. They've and every other thing except for this, they've got Lathan where Nick Scott is. That's confusing me. But Nick Scott's going to make the roster because we don't have a fucking choice.
But he unless Jack Henderson.
I know. I don't think he does.
No.
Hey, so just looking at it, Claire, just thinking about it, numbers wise, I don't think we carry no more than 4 safeties.
Me either. I think that's it.
And that's
then right. I know. So that Isaac Gifford and Jack Henderson will probably be practice squad. They've actually got good tape. They've got good tape. Both of them.
Last year we had 5, but the only reason we had 5 was because of Sam Franklin.
This cornerback room.
What cornerback room?
I mean, after Mike, Jack, Horn, and Wade, it's kind of. This is how. There's no way we walk into this season just go. Yeah, this is good enough.
Y'all got like this is something.
Corey Thornton will probably be. I think he'll probably be cut. Caleb Evans. I mean, you have to keep him there, Twan. I mean, there's.
So last year we carried 7 cornerbacks. 7 cornerbacks.
Yeah, that ain't happening. So what's right now? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, We're at
This is why,
6.
right?
Oh no,
This is
that's
why we're
safeties.
terrible on
Hold on,
defense.
1, 2,
Yeah, I see.
1, 2, 3, 4
Well, we got
corners.
the way we got it. Yeah, Caleb Evans has to stay on the active roster.
Yeah, he can't be practice squad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think y'all really gonna make a move for that. What's that
Nick
kid's
for
name?
Julian
Yeah.
Blackman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I think
Well,
we can
and the
get him.
cornerback too. What's the guy y'all was looking at that they said you wanted to run some more tests? Wait till his test came back on his neck.
I only think we can get one of them.
At this
At
stage
this,
of the
as
game,
with,
you
I was
might
gonna
be
say,
able to
as
get
at
both of them.
this late, you might be able to get both of them for a song if you wanted
Yeah, the
to.
price is down.
Hold
The
on.
kid, he's a junior. His dad played and was talking all that shit to Prime Time about being better than Prime.
Oh yeah, he drunk.
Oh,
Yeah,
he ain't trash. No, he's actually good.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the son. The son is good, yeah, and he's out there.
What is his daggone name? I can't even think of his daggone name right now.
If I hadn't been thinking about his dad name so hard, I probably would have.
Are we keeping Lathan? I mean, Damani Richardson.
You have to. Damani started quite a bit last year too, and he was rotational. He was another undrafted free agent that made our roster.
No wonder we were so fucking bad, bro. You can't keep keeping this bullshit around, bro. You know, I know we're gonna probably go back and we're gonna attack that shit next year in the draft, but please go get Blackman, bro.
So, are we talking about a no? There's no way it's Asante Samuel.
Yeah,
Asante Samuel.
Okay.
Yeah. And Rasul Douglas is still out there. He's serviceable. I mean, he's still a a highly regarded cornerback too, man.
We already
you
done
don't want
with
to touch Rasul.
Do we even want is Stefan? Is he still available?
Well, see, I said Asante because didn't y'all have a meeting with him, or did he come in or something like that?
I think so at one point.
Yeah, because I know y'all one of the more heavily talked about teams looking at him.
I wish we would just go get Gilly, bro.
We will probably get somebody, man. We gotta. We literally. I'm looking at the thing. It says we took 7.
Yeah, it looks like the numbers. Looks like y'all need more corners just for the numbers, if nothing else. So, I guess if you're gonna do it, and you got guys like Asante are out there, and you can land them. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. So last year we had
all the names went back.
Last year we had
finally.
We had 12 defensive backs.
Damn,
last year, but I don't believe that's going to be. I don't believe we're going. I think 11 is going to be the magic number this year. Because I'm subtracting Sam Franklin.
Yeah.
Y'all don't like Sam Franklin, do you?
No. I mean, I like Sam Franklin as a special teamer. I just didn't. I mean, people overshot because he got one interception and took it to the house.
Okay. Maybe I was thinking about the Amari Barno dude. That seems everybody.
I think Amari Barno. I think Amari Barno is going to be on this team. I think he's going to be the gunner.
That dude is always, he's got a big Q next to his name every year with us, bro. They ain't gonna deal with this dude no more, bro. That's why we ain't bringing Shaq back, man. All them different regimes. Amari Barno ain't it. He ain't shown no signs of life yet.
On special teams,
damn
he
sure is, Kitty.
You fucking around with this dude, bro.
On special teams, he did.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way. Oh my god.
Let me count out this. 1, 2, 3, 11, 12.
Can Isaac Gifford or Jack Henderson play corner?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we got 24 on defense and 23 on offense. 23 was it?
It was 23.
Yeah, you got Evans. You got Evans marked as green. I think Evans is staying. I think he got to.
Who? Caleb? Caleb Evans?
Caleb Evans. I think he has to stay.
Gives you 47 with your punter and your kicker 49. Returner, you gotta have that's 50.
We have the long snapper.
Yeah.
Well, we've
That's
already.
it.
I mean, our returners are already on the team. We've already kept them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's going on, Trill One? Trill One in the building. He said Jalen Walker
Good.
ain't gonna do shit.
Okay. We'll see.
I hope he don't.
We're gonna
So right
dedicate
now
him
we're
to
only
Bryce.
at 50. Right now we're only at 50. We need 3 more players. Oh, Caleb Evans, so 51. We now have 2 more open slots, and that includes our kicker, punter, and long snapper.
And that's it.
That ain't gonna be it. That ain't gonna be it.
They're not going to
means,
keep the team short. They're going to add people.
yeah, that means that people that unless we can this could be the 50.
No, she just said
51.
our kicker, long snapper, and our punter.
Yeah, 51.
Are included in that 51.
Including in that 51. That's what she's saying.
We gotta get 2
Man,
more.
let me look. Shit.
You really
Well,
have Shaq Tuttle.
John Radigan, that's 1, right?
Shaq Tuttle is not making this team, bro. I'm
He may
telling
now
you.
just to round out the damn numbers because
No,
it's
bro. I
51
didn't
with him.
listen. We need to do exactly what we did last year. Get 3 defensive backs. When what's called is when it's
Bro.
cut down day.
He took a pay cut, bro.
Because he took a pay cut, we got to leave him. What the hell that mean?
I'm saying it was because he did that he was able he was able to do shit.
There go my man Ed. Hey, Twan, y'all, I gotta run. Man, I thank y'all for having me on. This has been fun. And matter of fact,
I'm gonna hold on to yours, bro. I mean, we ain't.
Please do. I've never done one of these, Twan. I appreciate you doing that, man, because it gives me a chance to see it too, fam.
Yeah, we'll go back to it.
Sounds good.
Come on. Auto save this.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I think we're gonna
have to leave it here, though, man. I think we're gonna have to leave it here and pick this back up later on this week. Shit,
I enjoyed it.
How good it was.
I ain't took my. I do want to be able to sleep in my own bed tonight. I had taken these dogs out, man. So my wife might tell me. I might be in the fucking laundry room with them tonight, man. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just talking shit, man. Yeah. Hey, but listen, I enjoyed it. Thank y'all, man.
Absolutely.
AC, Ed, you just getting here. Nick, thank y'all for having me up tonight. I enjoyed it, fellas.
Hey, look, man, that's gonna do it for us as well, man. With the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. It's just, this is a lengthy process. Usually when we do this show, we only talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to finish it up. I mean, this is just the way too early version. If you don't know, but if you've been watching the 704 Charlotte Bound Show and you're an avid member and watch us all the time, you'll know that we're going to revamp this thing at least 2 more times. People will get added. Some people will get hurt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to revamp these things. You know what I'm saying? Football comes with injuries, unfortunately. I just hope that we don't lose, somebody
important.
Yeah. So keep our fingers crossed for that. But, as always, I want to thank the staff, man, my man Edge, Nick, First Lady Claire up here for doing this show tonight and staying up as late as we did to do it. That just shows the dedication. I want to thank the people that were in our chat and always in our chat and all the members and all the people that come over and subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all the most. You know what I'm saying? We simply aren't anything without y'all, man. We wouldn't even have a show. So thanks for everybody that comes over here and spends their time with us, man. And hopefully we're giving you back and not making you feel like you wasted your time. Shout out to 04, man. My brother that has gone home, man, and hopefully we're still making you proud. You know what I'm saying? And doing right by your name, man. Shout out to my brother Maul again, and I got his information. I need to put it up in the next show. If you want to go to his GoFundMe, my man's trying to get a new liver, and we're going to be taking donations, and we're going to have a section of our show one day when we talk about that. And we're going to be taking donations over here as well to send to him, or we'll just direct you straight to his GoFundMe, and you can go there if you rather do it that way. But great show tonight, man. Very, it was comforting to talk about that. To get with these people, these wise people on the show, this staff, and be able to break stuff down like that. I want to thank Red Swarm for coming through today, Panther Pickle for coming over here today. I want to thank my man Flame for Jesus for all the monetary donations tonight, man, and just showing love like he always does with the chat, man. In the chat, participating, showing financial love, all that, man. We really, really appreciate it, bro. He was also our fan of the year 2025, right? 2024.
25 this year.
25. Yeah, 25. Gotcha. So, just continue to do this. Shout out to Kitty from the Black Cat Panther podcast coming over here, showing out and doing her thing with us, man. Trill One for coming through. Who else was in the chat tonight? Ben, the Realize, Edge for just coming. You know what I'm saying? Late. He still came through and made it, man. Dream 58. A lot of people that are starting to pop in too, man, from when Edge, when we was doing those live combines and all those things. So people stuck around and saying, I think we got a great show. Shout out my man E. Carlos Huff, 3127. Everybody that showed up, to show up with us. And that's all I have for you, man. Edge, you want to let anybody, if you got anything coming up or shout out?
Yeah, so I got my schedule is kind of a little wonky this time, but I will have something coming out. I'm definitely need some fan support on this one because I'm thinking about battling the fans. I want the fans to tell me on why certain players are good. We keep hearing a lot of names. I want the fans to tell me. Sell me on why some of these guys can actually be on this team. And you know what? And just to start it off with nicely, because I already know people want to talk about it, I will start with our quarterback, number 9, Mr. Young. I will start off with him, and I'll work my way down. And I'll pick some. I'll pick some.
Take that blue shirt down, Twan.
No, Nick. I'm not trying to convince them. I want the fans to convince me because I'm not sold on the kid. So anybody who's a fan of Bryce, come on to the show. I'll bring you on, and we just have a general conversation. All right, but you guys have to sell me on why I should believe in this kid.
So
and that's going to be my next show.
G-Baby, call in, bro.
Yeah, G-Baby, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on.
Come on, go that hard.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get no logic out of it. You want a logical conversation, you're not getting that out of G-Baby.
Well, I'm gonna need some logic. You can bring your fans and bring your logic. Bring them both.
That man is bringing straight fandom.
All right, so
hey, cool.
Nick, shout your people out, Nick.
Yo, I just want to thank Red to coming by. Thank Flame for Jesus.
Lady next to you, bro.
My wife.
Yeah.
Me, of course. Shout out to her. Hey, I ain't gonna. I know that.
She's a doctor now. So you gotta say Dr. Gaskins. She's a doctor.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to say this, man.
That sounds cool though, Dr. Gaskins.
I know, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say thank you all that, man. And I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I'm not gonna be around for the rest of the week. We going on vacation.
Woohoo!
So yeah, man. Y'all enjoy y'all week, man. Everybody be careful. Everybody be safe on the 4th of July. Everybody have some good barbecue on the 4th of July. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
My 4th of July gonna be a little different. That's all I gotta say.
You gonna be at work.
I don't really have a whole lot to say. This whole show, my tone, it's pretty much said how I feel about this team.
Yeah.
Edge and Nick will understand this. I feel like this team is a lot of just hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
got,
feel like
you got to
I
right
feel
now.
like there's just a lot of hurry up and wait, which is why I'm not going to sit here and get all rah-rah over anybody for any reason. I just don't care.
Ain't no reason to right now. If anybody wants to put in with they fandom, or if anybody wants to put in with the straight negative, you can't say it until we see it.
Hey, 69 days for game one. Yeah, take that however you want to.
All right, but anyway, no, I didn't have a whole lot. Just a lot of hurry up and wait. Keep pounding, and we'll get this shit done one way or the other. I don't know how it's gonna look, but
704.